You listen to 100.5 ESPN WTLX Monona, Madison.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio, this is your Metro Kia of Madison Sports Center.
Good morning, Madison and streamers everywhere. I'm Jesse Nelson. Sports Center brought to you by Ho Chunk Gaming Madison, home of smoke-free slots and the highest payout percentage in the area. Ho Chunk Gaming Madison. More spins, more wins, more fun. The Green Bay Packers back to practice today. It's a Thursday that feels like a Wednesday in Titletown as the Packers get set for Monday Night Football, hosting the Philadelphia Eagles, a rematch of the wild card round of the playoffs from last year. Packers have opened as 2.5-point favorites for Monday night's game. Green Bay 5-2-1 on the season. The midterm report card for all 32 NFL teams, including the biggest remaining question for all 32 teams from ESPN's NFL Nation reporters. That's the latest article you can find up at ESPN.com and on the ESPN app. See what Rob Demovsky says for the green and gold. College basketball. New Wisconsin Badgers women's head coach Robin Pinchton wins her first game last night as the new head coach for the Badgers. Wisconsin's 79-68 winners over Oakland University last night at the Kohl Center. 24th-ranked Wisconsin men's basketball back in action tomorrow night, hosting Northern Illinois. Tip time set for 7:30. Wilde and Tausch starts now.
Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer. Stop into Metro Kia on the east side of Madison or metrokiaofmadison.com. Three-time Wisconsin Sports Writer of the Year, Jason Wilde.
There aren't any Jasons 12 and under. That's a dead name.
Packers Hall of Famer, Mark Tauscher.
How many kids do you hear, hey, Marky? It might be almost to the point of Ruth.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio.
You love that name so much, you don't even go by it.
On 100.5 ESPN.
If you call me Mark, I'm fine. I like my name. I like my name a lot.
The ESPN Wisconsin app.
Wilde and Tausch.
And ESPN Madison on YouTube.
It's Wilde and Tausch, isn't it?
This is Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
The Thursday edition, although in the Packers world it's a Wednesday, so that's going to be confusifying edition. The Mark Gerald Tauscher III is on a field trip, I believe, unless I'm mistaken.
No.
Edition.
When, today?
I thought that was today. Is that not today?
No.
No, he's at
there's
home.
no field trips. No, there's no field trips.
Oh, I thought we had a big thing going on. I was misinformed or just wasn't listening
it's
closely
tomorrow,
to Jesse.
And it's later than what it was originally scheduled, so there's no field trip at all.
Oh, great. Well, now I'm in an even better mood edition of Wilde and Tausch on 94.5 ESPN Milwaukee, 100.5 ESPN Madison, 1430 ESPN Beaver Dam, ESPNWisconsin.com, the ESPN app, your Alexa smart speaker, streaming live video, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. I just retweeted the video on Twitter. And, of course, everything you need. And the all-new, all-redesigned, all-free ESPN Wisconsin app, which you can find both in the Android and Apple app stores. I'm Jason Wilde in Green Bay. Jesse Nelson's in the Everlight Solar ESPN Madison studios. And at his undisclosed location, not on a field trip, he is the Packers Hall of Famer, He's Mark Tauscher. Tausch, good morning. How are you?
I'm doing good. I was able to catch a little of Jelly's pregame show last night on 100.5 as I was out in my Zimbrick Chevy Tahoe, dropping some young ladies off at Gymnastics and etc. I'll tell you what, those girls they warm up a long time. Gymnasts warm up. I think half the practice is a warm up. Am I crazy? You've been around gymnastics forever. Is that what gymnastics is? Is an hour warm up?
No. How long does she practice? Like last night, our girls had practice too. They practiced for 4 hours, so they go 4:30
your
to 8:30.
girls are like world class.
No,
Olympics.
that's not.
My kid, Eleanor's just out there grinding. Trying to find a bone. You know what I mean? Figuring things out.
That's not what I mean. But if you think the warm up is long, if you're practicing for 4 hours, it probably isn't as
So Eleanor, I usually don't drive Eleanor to gymnastics. There's some stuff. Sarah had some stuff last night, so I was called to duty, and I don't watch practices. You and I couldn't be more different on that. I want my kids to just go, and I want to let them fly and go do their thing. I don't want to be that guy, helicopter chopper guy. But it was weird last night. Like, I think because I usually don't drive her, she was indicating to me she wanted me to come watch some gymnastics. I don't know a ton about gymnastics. I watch wrong kids at gymnastics meets. That's what I've done in the past. Thank you, COVID. But I mean, they warm up forever. That's probably why they're so pliable. It's probably why these kids are so pliable, because they warm up for 35, 40 minutes. That's just my little rant.
I don't go to practices anymore. That was when they were younger.
Well, it's because they're 4 hours long.
Well,
probably.
That's true. They are lengthy. Not everyone is, but Wednesdays are for sure.
Okay.
Did you stay and watch after the warm up? Did you go get a cup of coffee? What did you do then?
Well, first off, this is like a spectator sport, these practices. People are in there as benches and bleachers, and obviously there's a lot of young kids too. So I watched what I thought was enough, and I ended up, as I left, Eleanor came home later that evening and said, "You didn't even see me do anything." And I said, "How do you know? I don't want you watching to see if I'm watching." Because I stayed for 30 minutes, and I did see a little bit, but probably not to the same degree that I think she wanted me to. So I felt like I did a good job. I did a lot more than I wanted to. I don't know if I did enough to suffice her interest in having me watch her practice. Does that make any sense? I felt torn that I did enough, but I didn't do as much as she would have liked.
If you didn't do as much as she wanted you to, can you really say you did enough?
I did a lot more than I wanted to. Listen, man.
That's not the same as enough.
What I want to do, I want to get to our kids' meets, games, etc. I don't want to watch practice. Not at all. Not even a little bit. I watched, but I guess I didn't watch to the same degree that she wanted. So
when you but you obviously coached Max in baseball,
and I'm going to help out. And I coached Max in basketball. I help out Eleanor in softball, and I will be helping her in basketball too. But there's nothing I can do. Like, literally, I don't know a ton about volleyball. I know enough that I could help if you needed, but I can't. I'm not going to do it. Gymnastics, you might as well have. I mean, and this wasn't me coaching. I just want to make sure. I don't know
I understand.
About
yeah,
nothing.
No, I get it.
I watch these meets and I'll think, why is that score so much lower? She stuck her landing and she did this, and I don't know any of the techniques.
Okay, I guess what I'm asking in a very much a non-judgmental way.
I got a hunch you're going to be very judgy. But
no, not at all. You were judging me earlier about how much of practice I have watched over the years. Helicopter chopper, I heard that. Yeah,
you
I heard
said you're helicopter chopper.
So,
Dad. I've never said that.
If I may,
a needle pulling thread.
Yeah. So your kids obviously enjoy you being around. They enjoy your company. They enjoy you coaching their teams. This would be the one area where you don't get to see practice because you're not there helping out. That's not, as you have established, not your area of expertise. So probably reasonable for Eleanor to want you to kind of see her regimen as she grinds, as her dad just said, at practice. So I guess the only question I have is, what more pressing thing did you have that you departed after 30 minutes? Was it to listen to Jesse's pregame show? Because I'm just curious if you had other things you needed to do that you departed, or it was just simply, I can't watch any more of this. This is boring.
I'm not going to lie to our audience. I didn't have anything else major on the agenda.
Okay.
I didn't.
I appreciate it.
So, no.
So if you had a power rank, and this is actually a question for all parents, if you had to power rank the sports that you want to watch as a sports parent.
Ooh, yeah.
Like gymnastics.
Not coaching. No coaching at all.
No coaching. Just spectator only. What would, because so I have come to, I know that you have said that soccer fans are phony, and I agree with you. I'm not sitting and watching.
Did I say soccer fans are phony?
Maybe you didn't use the word phony, but it was
that sounds a little harsh for me.
It might have been a euphemism, pretending to be.
I don't like soccer.
No,
I've
but
said I don't like
you
soccer.
said there's a lot of posers that pretend like they like the Premier League.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I didn't say there are some diehard soccer fans.
Sure.
If you go over to England and sit in a pub, people are all in. There's a lot of Americans that are trying to act Euro that think that I love soccer. Oh yeah. Oh
okay.
Sure you do. Yeah.
Some might say they're phony.
That I've said. I don't think I used the term phony, but posing. But posing sounds more up my alley.
You have said you are a phony soccer fan. Like when the World Cup rolls around and the
100%.
U.S. is playing, we're all in, and then they lose.
No, Jesse. I am a fan of big events. I love the juice at these big events.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
I'm not interested in, a little baby soccer event. Now, I'm not. But if there's a Real Madrid playing somebody at Lambeau, or when the World Cup comes, yeah, because it's a big event and people are talking about it, I'm intrigued. But if it's just a normal game like QPR, when we went to the QPR game over there, I was intrigued because I hadn't seen an audience where they let the other opposing teams have good seats and there's nasty chanting and it is just, you can feel the passion.
Uh-huh.
I was in for that. But I'm just not intrigued to watch LA Galaxy play United Utah in some random Tuesday game. I'm not going to act like, oh my God, did you see that backward bicycle kick by Johnson? No, I don't give a rip.
Last name Roberson.
That's the posing.
Okay, so what I was thank you. Thank you for establishing your soccer position. I have come to enjoy.
And offsides is stupid.
It's hard to figure out, for sure.
And the clock, the way they run the clock is even dumber. Another little added point.
Sure. Any other soccer thoughts that you'd like to include?
DeForest is a juggernaut in soccer. Last year, one of my best buddy's kids was on the team. They got beat. Great little setup down. I don't remember. It's like U-Haul Stadium or something down outside Milwaukee. There they play state tournament soccer.
U-Line.
Went down and watched.
U-Line. Dick U-Line.
Yeah, U-Line, U-Haul. That DeForest juggernaut soccer. Well, that was my only other soccer point.
Okay,
I know you're a big DeForest fan.
Big love the Norskis and
Mac.
Coach Mac. So I have come to enjoy watching Sid's soccer games, even though that's not a sport that I am overly knowledgeable on, or like you, I am not, looking forward to Premier League games that I have to get up early and watch. Bulaga's favorite team, Manchester City, for example, against Tottenham Hotspur. Gymnastics meets are tough because you're there for like 4 hours for your child to compete for about 5 total minutes on the 4 events.
Gymnastics is I know you asked that question. Gymnastics is the bottom of the list for me. Just so we all are on the same page.
I'm lucky that the girls have tried just about everything under the sun. I enjoyed watching Sydney play tennis. That was fun to watch. Volleyball is obviously a very high-energy sport. Obviously, basketball.
All right, so power rank it quick. If you have to sit under a picnic table with a laptop and your kids are playing, what are you going to do?
Number 5, gymnastics, easily. Number 4, track and field, for the same reason. You're there for a very long time for your child to compete for a very brief time.
Sure.
Number 3, cross country, because at least you can zigzag around the course to see them more frequently. But you also get a workout in.
That's how you got that bad plantar fascia. Is that cross country? Your kids. Let's be honest. You're telling me you're jogging around cross country fields? Come on, Jesse. Is Jason running around cross country fields, watching his kids run, or is he driving around? Planting like they did
around.
In the office.
How big do you think these tracks are?
They're 5 miles.
But they're in a loop.
Don't you run 5 miles in a cross country meet?
3.1.
I've seen him post pictures, so he's very much there. I have a hard time seeing him running.
I just
across
don't see you
course
putting on your running shoes and just sprinting to the next segment. Hey, maybe I'm wrong. Cross country, by the way. Let me apologize to gymnastics, because cross country be 10 rings lower than gymnastics. Continue.
Number 2, soccer. Number 1, volleyball. Now, the reason why basketball and softball are not on the list is because we're not doing those anymore. So neither one of those are in the mix. So I would.
Well, would they be if they were still playing? Let's just go not active. Your whole history, because I think parents are hoping their kids play sports that they're obviously really good at and passionate about. All of the other stuff, this is all menial. Like if my kid wanted, I would put swimming below cross country. But if my kids were really good swimmers and wanted to do it,
sure,
I'd go, I'd watch, but I'd be miserable. Same thing with some of these other sports. So would baseball and softball wouldn't beat volleyball in your book, would it?
It would not, but it would be ahead of soccer, and basketball would be on the top. I'm going to really miss that. Sid had some ability there, but she's decided to focus on volleyball. So I'm sad, but I can't be a hypocrite and force her to play so I can watch. But that would be number 1. I'm going to miss
maybe
basketball.
Part of it is you're not coaching. No. Because you coached that squad, didn't you?
I was one of the assistants the last couple of years, but before that I had been there. Well, I would have. I would have helped Coach Chad this season with the JV if he wanted me to.
You know what would be really selfless, and I always appreciate this. If you still go help Chad, even though your kid's not there,
coach anyway.
That is selfless.
Mm-hmm.
I actually did ask him if I could still help. So.
What did Chad say? I'm sure he's like, yes. Right?
I think when you get to high school, you're a little reluctant to have parents involved in terms of coaching, at least at our high school. So I guess I'm not a parent, so I can help now because my child's not on the team. So
you'd even be better suited because you don't have any interest involved.
Correct. I'm not
a fan of any of the kids.
Idea.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, this is fantastic.
I would love to do it. I will. I'll let you know if Chad has any interest in my help.
Coach
I'm really
Chad.
more of a glorified equipment manager who gives an occasional inspirational speech or two, but be that as it may.
Coach Chad better hope you're not a good assistant on a not-so-good team. Otherwise, you might be the head coach before you know it, if that ends up being the case.
No, I just want to state for the record.
The Jeff Hafley of softball.
I love Coach Chad, and I am very disappointed because I think he is a fantastic coach and a fantastic personality. It's the only reason Sydney considered still playing, even though she really wanted to focus on volleyball, is because Coach Chad is so phenomenal. So that is where we stand on sports.
Let's give a kudos to Coach Chad.
Yeah.
Let's give a kudos
Good
to
dude.
Coach Chad.
Yep. And now that I've said nice things about him, I'd like him to come twist Sydney's arm and convince her to play, because I really am going to miss it. All right, so we got a lot to get to today. It's these weird Monday weeks. I want you to help us understand how much a Monday night game throws off the football player body clock. I'm very curious about that. But what I'm more curious about is who this couple was that was in one of the Gina Della Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin commercials. Like, I recognized Levering and his wife when he was in it. Obviously, there's been some other luminaries that have done these commercials. I don't know if these were just two random, very happy customers or someone famous that I didn't recognize, but I came across it last night when I was watching TV, and I was like, boy, that Gina Della, she is sleek in that commercial.
Yeah, Gina looks fantastic. And I'm going to tell you something. Yes, it's great that Levo and you and me and Wayne Larrivee and other folks have been, Vinny and his wife have been with Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. But, Gina, it's for everybody. When it comes to your home, the smart play is to trust Gina Della and her team at Pella. Rumor has it that Gina wanted to go a little bit more civilian-esque because of some of the demands and some of the talent showing up late for the shoots. I don't know if that's all completely true, but there was some, I have to wear a yellow sweatshirt, and I have to have certain food, and I have to. So she wanted to go in a little different direction. Just a rumor. Just a rumor.
I didn't
but
see
this
you
isn't
in the
a rumor.
commercial
This month, you can score. Keep out of this. This month, you can score a whole house of new, energy-efficient Pella windows for as low as $297 a month with zero interest for up to 72 months. That's like a drive you can sustain for years, keeping your home comfortable thanks to the incredible defense played by Pella Windows, stopping all of those drafts. Don't wait. Schedule your free consultation today at PellaWI.com.
Wilde and Tausch rolls on next, so stick around.
This is Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Call Gina Della from Pella today, 855-PELLA-WI, and online at PellaWI.com/radio.
Black Friday deals are here at Brothers Maine. Score the lowest prices of the year on top brands like Samsung, Electrolux, Bosch, LG, and Frigidaire. With our low price guarantee, big box can't beat our deals. Shop local and save at Brothers Maine.
Time out on the field. Let's bring in Gina Della from Pella. What's the winning game plan this month?
Wayne, a whole house of new windows for as low as $297 a month with 0% interest for up to 6 years.
Wow, that's a drive you can sustain for years. No penalties, no extra interest.
And unlike opponents, Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin actually stops the drafts.
Don't sit on the sidelines, folks. Make your move today at PellaWI.com.
Certain restrictions apply. It's 11/30/2025.
Grassland Butter is built by tradition right here in Wisconsin. Grassland is family owned and has been crafting butter for 5 generations. That's why at Grassland Butter, you're more than just an employee, you're family. The Wietrich family believes in supporting each other, growing together, and building a workplace where everyone feels valued. Your voice matters at Grassland Dairy. Your success is our success. Join a team where culture isn't just a buzzword, it's how we live every day. Check us out online at grassland.com. That's grassland.com.
Mark Toscher here for Pizza Hut, and let me tell you, Pizza Hut delivers a win every time with the Big Dinner Box. For just $19.99, get 2 medium, 1-topping pizzas, 8 boneless wings, and 5 breadsticks. Feed your whole team for one unbeatable price. Choose your crust, hand-tossed, pan, thin and crispy, or even tavern style. Order now for delivery or carry out at pizzahut.com or on the Pizza Hut app. The Big Dinner Box for just $19.99, only at Pizza Hut. And remember, no one outpizzas the Hut.
Let's get the latest from Lambeau.
There's no second chances. There's no do-overs. We're definitely primed to take that next step. That's the focus and the goal.
This is your Green and Gold Fix on 100.5 ESPN.
It takes a lot of hard work, dedication, sacrifice, pain to get to where you want to go.
This Green and Gold Fix is driven by Metro Ford.
As the Green Bay Packers prepare for the Philadelphia Eagles on Monday Night Football at Lambeau Field, people still trying to figure out exactly what the Packers are at 5-2-1. ESPN NFL insider Dan Graziano on Unsportsmanlike with Evan Canty and Michelle tries to diagnose this rendition of the Green Bay Packers.
I do think they're a good team. I think they play like a young team, a young, talented team, which is what they are. And they can beat anybody on any given week because they have that kind of talent.
And Vegas agrees they can beat anybody. The Packers 2.5-point favorites Monday at home against the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm Alex Strope.
Purchase, finance, or service a new or pre-owned Ford at Metro Ford of Madison on the east side today.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
We love the Packers. We bleed green and gold. And every time our team takes the field, well, it's pure football bliss. If only there was a way to experience that blissful winning feeling every day. At Associated Bank, we've got you with 10% off Lambeau concessions and 15% off Pro Shop merch. All when you get Packers checking from Associated Bank. It's how Packers fans keep winning on game day and every day. Associated Bank, Bank of the Packers. Learn more at associatedbank.com/Packers. Member FDIC.
Game day starts on Regent Street. Fuel up before every Wisconsin football home game at the Monster Energy tent. Grab free samples, snag some Monster gear, and get your energy up before kickoff. The best football pregame start with Monster Energy.
This is Wilde and Tausch, brought to you by Grassland Butter. Grassland Dairy is Wisconsin. Learn more at grasslandbutter.com.
I'm not afraid of getting older. I will escape from dying young. I see the light and go past my shoulder. I'm one less day from dying young, and I'm not afraid of getting older. I'm one less day from dying young, and I see the light.
I always enjoy when the YouTube conversations are parallel to our show, but not necessarily our topics. In Milwaukee, John apparently ate so many Sour Patch Kids that his tongue is raw. So just for everyone reading along there's some information that I wasn't expecting. And Treb, not Tom Trebelhorn, but Treb in the Madison commentary inquiring about ballet, which is not technically a sport per se, but certainly a pursuit. Yeah. This is now year 2 of Maddie having retired from that. In fairness to her, she would have had to basically be
retirement.
Well, she would have been there 5 days a week, and she would have basically been a professional ballerina, which is awesome. But 5 drives to Milwaukee every single day during the week would have been a lot. But I am going through withdrawal again for the Nutcracker, which is always the highlight of our November, December calendar. All right, speaking of calendars.
Be fun? What if the Wilde family does their own rendition of the Nutcracker? You have actors. You're a great actor. I've seen you on those Pella ads. You're very divish in your demands. Oh, no. Everybody knows that. I think you guys could put together – I don't know anything about the Nutcracker, never seen it, but you guys could put a Wilde family edition of the Nutcracker on, right? I would – let's digi-only that and do it. That'd be fun. And you know what? I'll jump in. If you need another character, I would be happy to be part of this production.
Yeah, I think you could be the Mouse King. I think I'll be Drosselmeyer.
Or something? Okay.
Yeah, he's the villain. Mm-hmm.
That's kind of what I figured.
Yeah.
Okay.
You've never seen it? Not even like in passing?
I know it's got the big candlesticks as part of it, right? Isn't that part of the whole deal with Nutcrackers?
It's kind of
weird. The little guy that stands there with the big candlestick.
I think you're thinking of Beauty and the Beast.
No, it's the decorative thing. It's a big, tall thing, and they stand kind of like those guards outside of London. Isn't that what the?
What does that have to do with being a candlestick? They stand like candlesticks?
You put
Like
candles in them. That's like the decorative thing. Yeah, it's a decorative thing.
I actually understand what he's saying, and I think he's right.
Thank you, Jesse.
Okay. Jesse will be playing Mother Ginger. So, it's Monday Night Football. Packers, Eagles. Packers favored by 2.5? I understand the game's at Lambeau.
That means they're underdogs. That means they're underdogs by 1.
But this is...
That's what ESPN Bet. I think ESPN Bet put that out there. It's at 3.5. 2.5 there, but it's a point for home. ESPN Bet.
Thanks. So normally you just have an extra day of work. We did not have an extra day of access. I know that they did jog-throughs or walk-throughs or meetings and that kind of stuff yesterday. How much does a Monday night game mess with your clock as a player? I know you didn't enjoy spending all day Monday waiting all day for Monday night was not something you enjoyed, correct?
No, Monday night games stink. I think you'd actually, and I know the Thursday game people get upset about because you're just not ready a lot of times. But I would bet if you ask players, this actually be an interesting poll question that you should poll the players. Would you rather play on a Thursday?
Would you come to the Wilde production of the Nutcracker at our house?
No. Would you rather play on a Thursday or a Monday? Because you're getting kind of both ends. And I would venture most players would say Thursday, because what happens with these Monday night games is, yeah, you get extra rest, you get a day, you get to watch games, but I know for sure if you have a road game on a Monday night, it's the worst, because then not only do you lengthen and you get bored with, because you're so used to, all right, Thursday's red zone, Wednesday short yardage goal line, blitz pickup. Then on Friday, you just reboot the same thing, and you don't want to ever be in an organization that meets just to meet or that practices just to practice. You go overkill, and you do things, and it becomes monotonous, and it's a hard thing to kind of overcome. And you have your routine where you get a massage, and you do this, and you have all of your stuff. Thursday night dinner, do you switch that to Friday? Do you what am I going to do on Saturday? I don't know. You got people coming in. It just throws your whole clock off, whereas a Thursday, you don't have time to even think. It's here. So I would bet, I think that'd be a real interesting thing for you to poll the guys in the locker room and come back with, if you get us a sample size of 20, is that too much to ask? I would bet it's going to be 15-5 Thursday, because Monday night games drag it out, and then, especially if you're on the road, like if you're down in Jacksonville or if you're out west, Tuesday's shot, Wednesday shot, and you really end up losing a day that you just gain. It's the daylight savings time of scheduling for football. And players, I think, appreciate the day that you get if you're injured a little bit, that you can maybe rest up. But I think coaches and players, by Friday, you're just like, let's just get to the game.
Right.
And you have to figure out, do I want to go with more of a fundamental day on Wednesday and then just make our Thursday Wednesday and our Friday Thursday and then our Saturday Friday and then our Sunday Saturday and then our Sunday Monday, and you just start getting to the point where you're like, let's just go. And that's why none of us really enjoyed Monday. Everybody says all the right things. Oh, it's a standalone game and all this. It's great. It's prime. And it is. But all of the other stuff, none of us liked it.
The Packers then turn around and go on the road on a shorter week to play the New York Giants at the Meadowlands next week. So Eagles, Giants, back-to-back games against the NFC East, and then we get into the heart of the NFC North schedule. Vikings, Lions, and Bears, oh my, in the consecutive 3 weeks that follow this little stretch here. So it's an interesting time on the schedule, and it starts with the defending Super Bowl champs.
Well, I also saw on ESPN Bet this morning that
ESPN
they have. Well, if you weren't watching Good Morning America, you'd find out there's some interesting news with ESPN Bet, but it went over your head a little bit, and you're not a gamble guy, so I get that. But if Green Bay loses this game Monday night, even though they are positioned beautifully right now. Guess what their chance of being the 1 seed? And I've told you I might bring back the most important 1 seed in the history of the NFC this year. I might. I haven't decided yet, but I think I'm going to, because I do declare the jumbledness of this group of teams is going to be so important. It goes to 3% on ESPN Bet if Philadelphia beats Green Bay. If Green Bay wins this game, they are the prohibitive favorites to get the 1 seed. That is what is at stake on Monday night.
What?
Yeah.
Now,
in fairness, ESPN Bet is
on this one game.
In fairness, ESPN Bet is dissolved, and I'm not sure they're even in operation anymore. But
they are.
That is what I saw.
December 1st.
Which I have a bet outstanding from when we were across the border that the Broncos are going to make the playoffs, because old T said
when you
the
were
Broncos.
in Canada?
No.
When did you go to Canada?
No, in Iowa or Illinois or whatever state it's legal, wherever I went. You said the Broncos were going to be good. I got the Broncos to make the playoffs. I got to make sure that cashes, because that's a nice little payday I'm going to get if it still cashes in January.
Let me tell you something. Broncos are going to make the playoffs.
Yeah, I'm not worried about the Broncos not making the playoffs. I'm worried about getting my pay from the
Yeah, it's a tricky deal. But my point is, Jason, this is a big boy game, not only for that, but also, as I said yesterday, and I'll say tomorrow, and I'll probably say Monday, I really think psychologically this is a big game for this team and for Matt LaFleur.
Yeah,
I think this is one of those marble games. This is a marble game.
A what?
For those of you unfamiliar with Tausch's vernacular, Tausch, explain what a marble game is.
It's for all the marbles. If you get a jumbo, you're going to go and get the cat eyes.
Jesse had no idea.
That's so disappointing.
What did you want
mean?
me to say? The proof's in the pudding?
Why wouldn't you? No.
It's a pudding game.
Why wouldn't you just say this is a game for all the marbles? Why would you say it's a marble game?
Because it's catchier to say it.
You just wanted to be a little bit different than what everyone else says?
I'm sorry, Jesse. I'll dull this thing up and go less details if you want. I know that's what we're always taught, is to be as bland and.
Well, you did go less words instead of a game for all the marbles.
Yeah, because
you call it a marble game.
Anyways,
Marble
the
ride.
point being, sure, marbles. Marbles doesn't seem to still have what it's going. I don't want to get back into that, because I used to love the clear jumbos. I loved it, and then they'd get a little chippy if you'd play on concrete.
Cat's eye.
What would you say?
Yeah, cat's eye. Steelies were the bad ones. They break windows.
Would you say it's for all the Monopoly money? Would that be a more modern reference?
Were you throwing your marbles that you were breaking windows? Have you lost your marbles?
Marbles will bounce and they'll ricochet we played marbles like bocce ball. Like we had a system at St. Mary's Elementary School, and there was a mat in front of like a little gulch, and then there were steps. So we'd move it up to the steps, and occasionally you'd like fire it to try to hit it on the step.
And you broke a window.
And if it would ricochet, Steely broke. They banned Steelies because we broke a window with the Steely.
Were you the perpetrator, or was it one of your marble cronies?
No, we learned. We were lesson learners on that.
Tausch's Marble Mafia at St. Mary's Elementary.
How does this happen on this show?
No. We would get into some games now where you'd have to bulldog people into playing. Like if somebody has a jumbo, they're not real interested in playing unless you get a croc eye. You're not real interested in playing for the little baby marble, because a baby marble, there was always negotiating. How many times does the baby marble have to hit the jumbo in order for you to overtake the jumbo? And most people are like, why would I ever put the jumbo up against this little baby marble? Well, if it's a beautiful marble and it's got a nice long cat eye, or it's something real crystal, and your jumbo's beat up, you might do it. But, boy, it's somewhere between 8 to 10 hits for you to get the jumbo to be able to secure it. You only have to hit the marble one time.
All right, could you help those of us?
I feel like he's talking sheep's head again.
Exactly. Hey, let's. For those of us that don't have as much marbling experience as you do, are you suggesting that if you hit Jesse's marble with your marble, then you get to take his marble and keep it? And that's where the saying of "for all the marbles" comes from, is you get to scoop them all and keep them?
Why else would you play? Yes, you're not just – people aren't just randomly throwing marbles and saying, oh, that was cute, you hit it. Great job, Johnny. Now let's go get lunch. I'm going for blood. I want that marble. And if it's – so always the interesting part was the clear versus cat eye, and then, well, marble to marble should always be a 1-to-1. Well, what if you have an ugly chipped marble and somebody's got a beautiful marble? You don't want to get in a game where you got to hit that marble twice. Now, croc eyes – I don't know if you got to hit it 3 or 4 times, but the jumbo, I do believe, standard was 8-to-1. Now, other marble experts can weigh in on this, but I think it was 8-to-1.
The Carbless Talk and Text line for all you marble experts out there is 844-770-3776.
I don't even understand what the objective of a game of marbles is.
It's to take
collect
the other
marbles.
person's marbles.
But like, how?
You got a little, a little satchel that you got your marbles in, and you go through it.
Like, I know in football.
What do you mean you don't know?
In football,
what did you do as a kid? What did you do as a kid?
I don't know. Play a normal game, like when you
like what? Carve soap? Well, what were you doing?
At recess,
cleans itself.
We played lightning. We played basketball. We played soccer. We played
we
football.
did that too.
We played kickball. We played flag football. We did a lot of things. What do you do on your turn of marbles? Like, what is the strategy? I don't what do you?
Well, you either be the aggressor or you're going to be aggressively come after. Then there's you play for positioning. But eventually you got to make a move.
So are you like drawing a circle with chalk that you're playing within that circle, or like in the dirt?
Have any of that. I just told you what the general layout at St. Mary's was. There was steps leading into the main
and windows breaking. Yes.
There were steps going into the main entry point. And then there was like a mat in front of it, and there was a gulch on the bottom step that water would collect, and that's where you'd get croc eyes and stuff would get stuck. That's where you wanted to attack. And then people would shove in the mat, but you only had to hit the top of the marble. Any contact on the marble counted. See?
Geriad put up the bat signal for Marble Chad. See if we can get him on the horn to explain it. Jesse, what do you got from the talk and text line, the Carbless talk and text line?
Matt in West Bend, Tausch is spot on. My parents made me give back all my sister's marbles after I cleaned her clock, and I'm still upset about that.
So somewhere in those boxes...
I bet his sister probably was thinking, you know what? Matt beat me fair and square. I shouldn't have to get my marble back. I bet that now she looks back at it, I bet she thinks that way.
So I know when the Tauschers moved, you said that there were some boxes that were never unpacked. That may still be the case. Is there somewhere in storage a giant satchel of your marbles from all those championships you won in your youth?
I would love to say that we do. I can't say for certain we don't, but I don't think they – I mean, I'm talking about this was 4th and 5th grade. Like, peak marble season for kids is probably 3rd to 6th grade. 6th grade, you're starting to get a little old for it. Like, maybe even 2nd to 5th grade might be that deal. So.
This has been Marble Talk. Tausch's Marble
in fairness,
minutes.
I know there's probably people, I don't have access to the talk and text line and or the chat. I did not I was talking Packers. Y'all brought up marbles, and then you made me expand on marbles, not me.
You literally said
for everybody getting after
it's a marble game. You said that.
That is what I said. Yes. It is and in essence what you guys didn't understand, and I think now that I described marbles, it is a zero-sum game, right? The tiebreaker and everything else, somebody's going to be walking out with a jumbo that you're going to have to come hit 6-7 times in order to get it, And the team that wins has that tiebreaker and everything else. You have taken control of the marbles. Doesn't mean that you're going to own them through the playoffs, but you're in position. Your satchel is full of the marbles. That's the marble game.
Your satchel is full of something. Apparently there's a scene in The Office about marbles that Ryan is sending me on Twitter. I got to be honest with you. I'm done with the marbles. I've lost my marbles.
Don't bring it up then. I said it. Y'all expanded. Jerry, you rascal. I never got into jacks. That was never a game I really got into.
Tiddlywinks
understand
on Wilde and Tausch.
Didn't understand. You bounce a ball and you pick up a bunch of junk on the floor? What was fun about that? I never understood that. Jacks. Did you understand jacks?
I did. Yeah, you bounce the ball, you scoop up jack. You're trying to take the person's jacks. It's for all the jacks. It's for all the Coors Lights on Monday night between the Packers and the
whether you
Eagles.
just took a crock eye from one of your buddies or you got a jumbo or if you're tailgating pregame, make sure you crack open a Rocky Mountain Cold Coors Light when you're ready to chill. It's brewed with that 3-step cold process, cold lager, cold filter, and it is cold packaged, so it is made to chill. Celebrate responsibly, Coors Brewing Company at Golden, Colorado.
I would like to say that we're going to talk football. I can't say that.
We just talked football.
We did. We talked about Monday.
Very clearly exemplified this game matters a lot. Especially
it's a marble game.
Especially to the Marble Mafia from St. Mary's Elementary meeting in their trench coats under the bleachers for their weekly game.
Rolling their marbles off their steps and into the gulch where you could lose your crock eye. I can't believe that's a sentence I just said on the radio.
I think there was a queen there. I believe there was some size between jumbo and crock eye. And if anybody else is a part of the marble community, let me know. I think it was called the queen,
the marble community,
but I'm not sure. So if anybody's in part of the marble community, talk and text like Carbless is up on that, and we'll know what's up.
That number that even though he hears it thousands of times a year, that Tausch doesn't know is 844-770-3776. More Wilde and Tausch, not marble talk, hopefully, next. So stick around.
Wilde and Tausch on 100.5 ESPN is brought to you by Everlight Solar. Save money, save the planet. Everlight Solar.
Hi, it's Eric from Canopy Wealth Management. Our years of experience have prepared us to guide you through your life transitions. Our local professional team brings over 90 years of collective experience in the wealth management industry for the benefit of our clients. Canopy Wealth Management. Care, competence, clarity. It's not just a tagline, it's a promise. Go to canopy-wealth.com to get started on your financial future today. That's canopy-wealth.com.
Mark Tauscher here to tell you a little bit more about Everlight Solar. We all know that electricity costs are on the rise. That's why you need to talk to my friends over at Everlight Solar. Their local team here in Madison is here to keep it simple. From your no-cost consultation to solar panel installation, the team at Everlight Solar will be with you every step of the way. Not only will they help you save money, but by switching to solar, you're also helping save the planet. Everlight Solar, a proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. Check them out at everlightsolar.com.
Oh no, there's only seltzer left, and it's passionberry almond fruit? Who comes up with these? Kick the aluminum can to the curb and mix up a cocktail you actually want with Tito's. It tastes great, it's gluten-free, and it's available in a variety of sizes for your convenience. The flavor abilities are endless. Tito's Handmade Vodka, the official spirit of whatever you want to drink. Distilled and bottled by 5th Generation Inc., Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume. Savor responsibly.
Buying a new vehicle should be exciting, and that's what Simden Chevy in Mount Horeb aims to do. That's why they vow to give you the better buying experience. Jim Rutledge here. I've had 3 better buying experiences at Simden Chevy in Mount Horeb, and I keep on going back because the experience and the Chevy is fantastic. So if you're looking for a buying experience, you're going to want to repeat anytime you need a new or new-to-you vehicle, I recommend you make the short drive out to Simden Chevy in Mount Horeb because you're only minutes away from a better buying experience at Simden Chevy in Mount Horeb.
Looking to take your baseball game to the next level? GRB Academy provides year-round training programs designed around your schedule and your goals. For over 15 years, GRB has been Wisconsin's leader in player development and advancement with a state-of-the-art 52,000 square foot facility of elite baseball training space and coaches who know how to get results. From youth to high school, baseball players trust GRB to help them reach their next level. Training program spots are filling quickly, so don't wait. Register now at grbacademy.com.
Hi, this is Lee, inviting you to Ruth's Chris Steakhouse in Middleton. We got a great happy hour every day of the week from 4 o'clock to 7, and our patio during the summer is open too. If you're getting married, special occasion, a birthday, anniversary, or even a business meeting, we've got all the accommodations right here at Ruth's Chris Steakhouse. You work hard and sometimes you're not sure what you want to do, where you want to spend your money. I want to encourage you to come into Ruth's Chris Steakhouse and say hello. It'd be a pleasure to meet you.
Want to pay off this year's rent-a-mortgage? Feel like a real estate mogul at Ho-Chunk Gaming Madison during November's Live for Free promotion. Starting at 4 p.m. on Saturday, November 29th, 24 winners will each spin the wheel for a cash prize of up to $5,000. Then at 8 p.m., one grand prize winner will pocket $25,000 in cash to use toward their rent-a-mortgage. This could be your chance, but you have to be here. Live it up this November and go to
Ho-Chunk Gaming Madison.
Have you been waiting to buy your next home? Stop. Now is the time to get housed. What's up, Madison? It's Stacy from Bruner Realty. Nobody has a crystal ball to know what the future holds. The longer you wait to find your next home, the better the chance you'll be paying more for it than you would be today. Don't miss out on what could be the best opportunity to find your dream home. Contact our team at BrunerRealtyInc.com to help start your search. That's BrunerRealtyInc.com. Let's get housed.
Your state, your teams, your ESPN. The ESPN Wisconsin app. Customizable just to you. Find the ESPN Wisconsin app in the Apple or Android app stores today.
So I never miss a chance. I don't know if we've gotten more feedback on marbles. We'll circle back to that. But you know I love Moneyball. Can the Packers recreate Tucker Kraft in the aggregate?
No.
With all their wide receivers and changing the way they play offense?
Well,
what are they going to do?
That's not. I mean, that's not. I guess if you want to say can they recreate their offense? Yes. Can they recreate what Tucker Kraft's production and what he means to this offense? No, they can't. No. There's not a wideout that's going to come. They don't have Alan Lazard coming in and crack blocking people and doing what Tucker was able to do. I mean, the play Tucker blows his knee out on, he literally is a pulling guard.
Correct.
Going to clean some stuff up, and you don't ask random tight ends. Like, you ask guys that can go block to do that sort of stuff. So to answer your initial question, can they do this offensively and still be as productive? That's the gauntlet that Matt LaFleur has been thrown down to handle. He needs to figure that out. And will he be able to do it? I think we're all skeptical as we sit here right now because the run game has not been as good. I think that needs to ramp up, and you're asking the run game to get better without one of your probably most productive blockers. Makes it tough. So do you revamp and kind of go where Homer, can't believe I'm saying this, is talking about spreading things out and, you know, getting the ball out of his hand? When Jordan Love's been at his best, quick, hey, decision, ball, yards after catch, let's go. That is and more up-tempo. I do think if I'm Matt LaFleur this week, I am mixing in some tempo. I'm not going to let you sub. I want to see Jalen Carter and what's the other big dude from Georgia's name? The big D tackle.
I'll have to fact check that for you.
All right. Well, the other really, he's a monster of a man. And then you got Jalen Carter. I want to make sure these guys are gassed. I want to see Matt LaFleur go to whatever grouping he's all in on. And I want to either start the game or early in the game, just push. Push for 12 men on the field. Make sure you can't sub and just go to work. Let these guys find a rhythm early in a football game. I don't think you're doing anybody any favors by sitting there lining up, going shotgun, handing the ball off to one of your running backs, having a 1-yard loss or a 1-yard gain, 2nd and 9. Okay, let's take it to them. I want to see tempo, and I want to see us go fast. And let Jordan find a rhythm in the first quarter instead of it always being in the third and fourth quarter or before the half. Jordan's good at it. And, yes, that puts – and you don't have to go the whole game of being no-huddle up-tempo, but I want to see something early in this game where that's what you're doing, and you let your guys get in a rhythm and get the ball out of your hands and move the football early in this game. And I think that can be a big jump start to maybe some of the issues that this group's having early in football games.
Jordan Davis?
Jordan Davis, thank you very much.
You're welcome. The Eagles have done a lot to augment their defense through trades. Jair Alexander appears to be 5th on the cornerback depth chart, if not 6th for them at this point. I'm very curious to see what the Packers can do offensively on Monday night, because I was going to call Mike McCarthy Big Mike, because unless I'm misremembering this, you guys really wanted to run your offense through J-Mike in 2010, right? You weren't the only one who suffered a significant injury. He did too. But that was the plan, right?
Yep.
And so Mike had to rebuild on the fly because Andrew Quarles did not have the same skill set as J-Mike did. Do you remember anything vaguely about that? I think your injury was like in week 4 or something like that.
Yeah, obviously, Ryan Grant gets hurt the first week, and that changes things up as far as how you're going to run the football. And you saw the list of wideouts, JJ and Greg and Donald and Jordy. And Mike McCarthy wisely, I think, looked at it. He really started looking at this in 2009. And then J-Mike obviously finished the 2009 season just nobody can guard him.
Right.
Watch the Arizona playoff game. Watch the Pittsburgh game.
Right.
It's some of the finest wide receiving tight end play you're ever going to see from J-Mike. So you add that along with those wideouts. Mike's philosophy was, you can call him and he'll tell you this, we don't think your third corner can even hang with our third, and at fourth, we will crumble you. And if we go 5, it's over. We're always going to find a matchup we're going to win. And it was always, let's get the ball out of our hands, and we are going to go. Coach Alvarez used to always say, it's playing basketball on turf. That's what some of these West Coast schools, and we're going to bludgeon you to death. That was the flip of it. Green Bay looked at it the other way. We got Aaron Rodgers. We have these wideouts. We are going to get the football to these guys and let them go to work. And you know what? Pretty dang good. Especially at the end of the year, it worked. Now, were there times, and then the thing when you do that, you have to worry about make sure the quarterback gets the ball out of his hands, because if you go empty or if you don't have tight ends, anybody in there blocking, people can blitz you. You're going to see one-on-one all across the board. And how are you going to hold up in the protection part of it?
Right.
That's the trade-off on it. But I think Mike's thought was, even if there's some matchups we don't like, we have 5 guys that we know are playmakers. Get them the football and get out of your way. And if you believe that this wide receiving group has that capability of being special, and Musgrave can widen out and be J-Mike Light, that would be part of a plan, especially if you want to go up-tempo like I'm going to advocate for. And I would bet LaFleur does something like that this week. And if that is indeed the case, then you'll see I'd love to see Jair on Wicks or on our third or fourth wideout.
Yeah.
That, to me, let's see Jair. We'll see how he holds up. Let's the new kid that they just brought in. Let's see. How well does he know the defense? How well can they communicate? This is a game tailor-made to tempo the heck out of this defense.
Definitely need to call Big Mike. Maybe we should just have him on the show tomorrow, see if he's available. We can have this conversation there for everyone to enjoy. What we're going to enjoy now is trivia. Jesse, what's today's category, and what caller would you like?
Today's trivia category, I thought we were going to talk a little more about Tucker Kraft and his
Did we not
injuries.
just spend that time talking about how you live without Tucker Kraft?
We did. So
Hey, unfortunately, Jesse, I've told you this, and this is the hard truth about the NFL.
People like marbles better.
You got 3 or 4 days where you get a little mourning period, and then it's the world moves on, baby. Now, it sucks, but that's the way it works.
So I guess to put a bow on the morning, the arts of craft is today's trivia category. See what I got there? The arts of craft, like arts and craft.
How do you not have anything marble related in trivia?
Because I gotta admit, when I made the show sheet late last night, I did not expect marbles to take up 20 minutes of conversation in the 9 o'clock hour of today's show.
Okay.
Tucker Kraft, the subject of today's Wilde and Tausch trivia.
He wears number 85, or at least he did. I kind of want to make Jesse take 85 calls, but let's just add 8 plus 5, and we'll get 13. Caller 13 right now, 844-770-3776, 844-770-3776. Caller 13 plays trivia next. It's Wilde and Tausch.
This is Wilde and Tausch, brought to you by Grassland Butter. Grassland Dairy is Wisconsin. Learn more at grasslandbutter.com.
The UW Credit Union member Mark Tauscher here. People ask me, old T, why did you join UW Credit Union? Well, is it to keep your banking local? Is it the member first service? Great perks like early payday? Absolutely. But honestly, between us, it's Bucky. I can't say no to that face. If you love Wisconsin like I do, you just can't pay with anything else. Fandom makes us do crazy things, but this just makes sense. Become a UW Credit Union member and get your Bucky card like me. Federally insured by NCUA. Terms and conditions apply.
Rah. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin present your Badger Minute. Here's Pablo Iglesias.
This Badger Minute brought to you by your Badgerland Chevy dealers, proud supporters of Badger Athletics. Go to BadgerlandChevy.com. Wisconsin men's basketball tipping off the season with a Monday night win over Campbell. John Blackwell leading the way, game-high 31 points. Putting that NBA Combine experience to work. Hear more from his sit-down on the Jump Around Extra.
I'm playing against the best of the best NBA players. And you just bring that a different competitiveness to the program. And coming here ready to compete every single day, you just bring a different aspect that you've seen that other side. You've seen where guys want to get to, where I want to get to, and you're just hungry for it, and you just want to get this team better every single day.
This episode of the Jump Around Extra available on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel.
Get a whole house of new Pella windows for as low as $297 a month with 0% financing for up to 6 years.
Wow. Don't sit on the sidelines, folks. Visit PellaWI.com today.
All day, every day, the Carbless talk and text line is open for you. 844-770-3776. The Carbless talk and text line. This is more.
Grassland butter is built by tradition right here in Wisconsin. Grassland is family owned and has been crafting butter for 5 generations. That's why at Grassland Butter, you're more than just an employee, you're family. The Wietrich family believes in supporting each other, growing together, and building a workplace where everyone feels valued. Your voice matters at Grassland Dairy. Your success is our success. Join a team where culture isn't just a buzzword, it's how we live every day. Check us out online at grassland.com. That's grassland.com.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
ESPN Madison and Zimbrick Honda are celebrating the area's best local sports stories with the Game Changers of the Month. Follow ESPN Madison on social media to see the teams recognized for making a positive impact in the community. It's the Game Changers of the Month, presented by Zimbrick Honda.
Hey, it's ESPN Wisconsin's Alex Stroh for my great friends at Door County Distillery. Locally produced, handcrafted, award-winning spirits made locally in beautiful Door County. It's the best time of the year. It's bourbon season. Weather outside getting a little chilly, but you can stay warm with a delicious glass of the Door County Distillery bourbon. Or check out Door County Distillery exclusives like their cherry bourbon and their bat bourbon. It's bat good. Visit the website, doorcountydistillery.com. That's doorcountydistillery.com.
Bucket Honeys is Best of Madison. A huge thank you to everyone who voted in this year's Best of Madison Awards presented by Madison Magazine. Bucket Honeys is beyond grateful to have won gold for Best Restaurant, Best Catering, Best Outdoor Dining, and Best Bartender with Dion Russ in Monona. We could not do it without our loyal guests who support us every single day, and of course, our amazing team members who celebrate Wisconsin hospitality with pride. From all of us at Bucket Honeys, thank you, and I'll see you at Bucket Honeys.
The Don has spoken.
You just can't sit back and say, we need this, we need that. Get out in the state. Let the people meet you and sell the program. Know who you are.
Listen to The Barry Alvarez Show, Mondays at 6 on 100.5 ESPN.
At the top of the 10 o'clock hour, we're going to have to talk more about Tausch's plan for the Packers offense because he has tweeted. And I always know he feels strongly about something when it actually makes it onto social media with old T. So we'll talk more about up-tempo, why he thinks it's a good idea, and what inspired this thought. But before we can do that, it's time for trivia presented by Cousin Subs.
Wilde and Tausch Trivia is presented by Cousin Subs. Cousin Subs $10 meal deal gives you a 7.5-inch sub, bag of chips or regular fries, fountain drink, and a cookie. All for just $10. This deal is only available online or through the Cousins app.
Some might say that deal is all that and a bag of chips. Let's see if Joe is all that. Joe in Milwaukee is our trivia contestant today. Joe, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. And I do agree with Tausch. Put it up tempo.
Let's go. That's it, Joe.
Get that T-shirt out.
Up-tempo Joe.
I agree
Joe's
with
got a new
Tausch.
nickname. Up-tempo Joe in Milwaukee. Love it.
Joe, how do you feel about that nickname?
It's better than the other ones I've been called.
Nice. Well done.
I love it.
All right, let's play trivia. The category, which Jesse is apparently very proud of. I'm sorry, arts and crafts.
The art of craft or the arts of craft. It felt like a good idea.
Don't really. Jesse
seems
doesn't
like a
know either,
stretch. All right, question one, Joe's this. Tucker Kraft and Mark Tauscher? There's two names I didn't think would be in the same sentence. Competed in a cook-off earlier this year as part of ESPN Wisconsin's festivities around which major events? Was it the NFL Draft, the ESPN Milwaukee Open, or the grand opening of the Pickler?
Oh, I'm going to go with the draft. I honestly don't know.
Nailed it.
Indeed, and there was some controversy in who won and who lost and tiebreakers and stuff, but that is the correct answer. You're 1 for 1. Question 2 is this. In the 2023 season, Tucker Kraft's first career reception occurred in a blowout loss, but his first career touchdown catch came later in the season in a big win. Both games were against the same team. Which opponent did the Packers play in each of these two games? Was it the Chicago Bears, the Detroit Lions, or the Philadelphia Eagles?
I'm going to guess the Bears.
The Bears would be wrong. The Detroit Lions, as Mike McCarthy would say. Big win on Thanksgiving that year. They play them again on Thanksgiving this year. And they faced each other earlier that season. All right, let's bounce back, Joe. Question 3.
Is there any chance, can we petition the NFL? Because there's a bad game on that Thursday night. Can we
move it to prime time?
Move that, yeah.
No.
I want to say the Bengals are playing somebody, and it's like, ugh. I don't know who's playing the Sunday or the Thursday night. Let's move it. Detroit still gets their home game. They still get their deal. Let's move that to Thursday night. All right, go ahead, Joe. My bad. Just a thought.
Well, actually, I have to go because I have to ask him a question. Then he'll get
all right, my bad. This one's for all the marbles.
Or at least for one more entry into Friday's drawing.
It's a jumbo.
Here you go. Question 3, Joe, is this. Tucker Kraft has one career postseason touchdown reception. Against which opponent did he catch that touchdown pass in the playoffs? Was it against the Dallas Cowboys, the San Francisco 49ers, or the Philadelphia Eagles? It's a tough question.
Yeah.
We'll go with the Eagles.
I'm guessing it has to be Dallas, right?
Afraid not. You Tausch.
Well, didn't Melton catch? Melton caught 2 tutters in that Niner game, didn't he?
I think he only caught 1 in that Niner game.
Okay, that's what's throwing me off.
All right, Joe. This was for all the marbles, and you just lost your big jumbo.
His satchel's empty. He's got an empty satchel.
You had one correct answer. That gives you 2 entries in tomorrow's drawing. And we wish you the best of luck as you go about it. Thanks, buddy.
Hey, thank you. It's always a pleasure. And last time I was 3 for 3. Can't always be perfect.
That's true. That's very
4
true.
4 for 6, Joe. 4 for 6. You are Hall of Fame on top of
pretty
all.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah. Ah. Absolutely.
What is that? What is that noise?
What is something new? Trying some new stuff out.
All right, Tausch is going to explain why he feels so passionately about this redesigned offensive concept that he's trying to influence Matt LaFleur through social media. We'll do that to top off the 10 o'clock hour, and that will start in 2 minutes, so stick around.
Don't go anywhere. Another hour of Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, is coming up next on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Hi, this is former Badger Pro Football Hall of Famer Joe Thomas. You're listening to 100.5 ESPN WTLX Monona, Madison. Good Karma Brands radio station.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio, this is your Metro Kia of Madison Sports Center.
Good morning, Madison and streamers everywhere. I'm Jesse Nelson. Sports Center brought to you by Goodman's Jewelers, the diamond store of Madison for generations. Check them out at 220 State Street and online at goodmansjewelers.com. The Green Bay Packers back to practice today as they get set to host the Philadelphia Eagles on ESPN's Monday Night Football. Packers have opened as 2.5-point favorites for Monday night's game, according to ESPN Bet. It is a rematch of the wild card round of the playoffs last year where the Packers lost on the road to the eventual Super Bowl champion, Philadelphia Eagles. Over at ESPN.com, ESPN Packers reporter Rob Demovsky contributes to a story from all 32 NFL Nation reporters assessing the first half of the season for their respective teams. The midterm report card for all 32 teams. Check it out over at ESPN.com. Meanwhile, college basketball Head coach Robin Pinchton got her first victory as the head coach of the Wisconsin Badgers last night. Wisconsin with a 79-68 win over Oakland University at the Kohl Center. 24th-ranked Wisconsin men's basketball back in action tomorrow night hosting Northern Illinois. 7:30 tip time. 11th-ranked Wisconsin volleyball with a 4-set win over 22nd-ranked Minnesota.
Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer. Stop into Metro Kia on the east side of Madison or metrokiaofmadison.com.
Of Wilde and Tausch begins now. Now, Jesse, what were you planning here? Because I want to delve further into Tausch's big plans here for the offense. But you had some sort of a game plan for the 10 o'clock hour. What is this exactly?
So we are at the midpoint of the NFL season.
It's true. 9 weeks in.
Yep, yeah. 18-week regular season. We are 9 weeks in. With an extra day built in this week, with the Packers just getting back to practice today. Every outlet is doing midterm grades for the NFL teams. And I thought, we have so much fun in July and August, kind of doing a state of the Packers at Summerfest and on this show and assessing where each position group is at. I thought we could do something similar with a midterm report card today and talk about offense and defense and coaching and all that, kind of assess at the midterm report card how everybody's doing this season. So there's still time to do that. We can do that after the offense if you're interested in it. Your grimace suggests maybe you don't want to do that.
No, I'm intrigued. You mentioned something about the NFL Nation folks doing this for their teams as well. So yeah, we can get into that. But I want. Why is this such a good idea, Tausch? Why? In what ways does it benefit an offense that no longer has Tucker Kraft to go up-tempo? Because that means you stay in the same personnel grouping, right? Yep. Because you're not huddling. So you're probably thinking 11 personnel as the most likely group. One tight end, one back, three wides.
I don't really care what I would think, but I don't care how Matt wants to do it. If he wants to go 4 wides, and that part is completely up to Matt. I'm not going to sit here and say I think you'd want Musgrave to start getting into it, but the couple of reasons. You have a big blow to your offense. Your biggest, I think, complaint that if you're looking at it from the outside is this team starts slow. Whether it was the Pittsburgh game, obviously last week with the turnovers and some of the different things, and it's taken Jordan some time to find that rhythm. We saw what Jordan in rhythm looks like in Pittsburgh in the second half. It's a thing of beauty. So what can we do to recreate that? And what can we do to kind of jumpstart and give our offense a kick into keister to get going?
Keister
and what
kicking.
can we do to give Philadelphia and a very good defensive coordinator in Vic Fangio some things to think about and to look at? And then you factor in they had a bye and they've brought in new pieces to this defense. Test them. Let's find a rhythm. Now, I say this with college teams that come in and back in the old days when we'd pound people into submission, I would always say it's all these teams come in here and want to do no huddle and run a bunch of plays and be quick. Well, it's great unless you go 3 and out, and then your defense, you look up and your defense on the field for 45 minutes of a football game. This is not something I don't say do this every possession or the full game. What I want to see is you can learn a lot collecting data on what Vic Fangio is going to do when you're in this personnel grouping. It gives you a chance to control the tempo of a football game. It puts a lot of pressure on Bond and everybody over on that side of the football in communicating with some new players. You're not going to let them sub, because if they do, you're going to grab 5 yards. And it gives you a chance to get the ball out of your hands and to get some rhythm and flow to a game early on a Monday night after a long day of sitting around. The tendency can be a little stagnant coming out of the gates. You have a team that is going to be all edged and juiced up. This Packer team is going to be on edge. Let's let you settle in and sync this thing up and get moving. So there's so many pluses. Ball out of your hands, let your receivers go to work, establish some flow and rhythm to the game early, put pressure on their defense, find out what they and how they handle this personnel package, and go to work. And I think if you do that, I think you're going to be very happy with the results that you get.
So did Mike McCarthy, when he decided that they were going to do a lot more no huddle, did he go overboard? Like, he did that. There was that year where they were in like no huddle most of the game, and he thought that that was a good idea. He always wanted to get to 70 plays. Is there a danger of overdoing it in your mind?
Yes, I think this is more of a surprise attack. This is more of something different that we haven't shown a lot of, and I think a lot of times when you get into that, there's only so much you can do in one personnel grouping, and especially if you have a lot of guys, you can tell Matt LaFleur wants to get guys involved, because the more you get guys involved, the more invested they are in the team, and the more players you have invested, the better chance you have to win. Doing it this way, you got more guys out there. They're going to get more touches. They're going to get more looks. And then you can bring in a Heath. You can mix and match and all. When we go too tight, so when we do this, we'll do this personnel grouping. You can go overboard, and then it does become easier to defend the more you see something. Just like in baseball, you don't ever want to have a starter see the same batter 3 times. You don't want to have the same person. You can't just go out there unless you're so talented and just say, hey, here we go. Stop us. Mm-hmm. If you're incredibly talented, maybe. But part of the whole deal is to keep them on their toes, keep your guys focused. But there's 3 or 4 positive things that I think this will bring to the table that makes a lot of sense.
Well, I look forward to the Tuesday edition when either they have done this a ton and you are proven right, or Matt LaFleur ignores your sage advice. They get beat, and we're having an I told you so conversation. One of the two may happen.
Yeah, I can spin that either
come
way.
Tuesday.
Yep.
Yeah. Speaking of which, how would that offensive approach change your approach to the Packers on Prize Picks? Would it influence how you go more or less on certain things?
Yes, it would. I would think that I would look at Musgrave in a much more positive way if they do that. You can start looking at all of the wide receivers, Christian Watson. Prize Picks is the best way to cash in this sports season, whether it is football, basketball, hockey, both, whatever it might be. Prize Picks just makes every game a little more exciting. I've been playing for a while, and, man, it is fun and simple. Take your opinions. Which players are going to have big days? Which ones aren't? And you make your picks in less than 60 seconds. Turn your takes into cash. All you do, pick more or less on at least 2 player stats. Get them right, cash in. And right now, Prize Picks has stacks. You pick the same player up to 3 times in one lineup. You want more on Giannis, having points, rebounds, assists. Stack them all only on Prize Picks. Deposits are fast and easy. You can use Venmo, Apple Pay, MasterCard, and more. Download the Prize Picks app today. Use code WI. You get $50 in lineups after your first $5 lineup. Again, use that code WI for the great state of Wisconsin. Prize Picks, it's good
to be right. We'll see if Jesse's right about his idea. We'll turn the show over to him, and we will give our midterm opinions as we start with the offense, then do defense and special teams during the 10 o'clock hour of Wilde and Tausch, which continues next. So stick around.
This is Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Call Gina Della from Pella today, 855-PELLA-WI, and online at PellaWI.com/radio.
Black Friday deals are here at Brothers Maine. Score the lowest prices of the year on top brands like Whirlpool, Maytag, KitchenAid, and Amana. With our low price guarantee, Big Box can't beat our deals. Shop local and save at Brothers Maine.
Mark Tusher here for Chalmers Jewelers. I've been a big fan of Scott, Garrett, and the whole team at Chalmers Jewelers for years now. I go there, my friends go there, and most importantly, my wife loves it whenever I get her something from Chalmers Jewelers. It's my go-to spot for birthdays, anniversaries, and any special occasion. For quality jewelry and a great experience, choose Chalmers Jewelers, the place to go for that perfect gift. Stop at Chalmers Jewelers in Middleton and Madison.
Chalmers Jewelers in Middleton
And Madison. All day, every day. The Carbless Talk and Text line is open for you. 844-770-3776. The Carbless Talk and Text line. This is more.
The area's best high school sports coverage is Zimbrick Honda's presentation of Prep Mania.
It's Level 3 of the WIAA football playoffs. The number 1 seed Homestead Highlanders host the 2 seed Monona Grove Silver Eagles in a powerhouse showdown for a spot in the state semifinals. Join me, Hunter Vaughn, and the Dean Dennis Sumrow on the call. Coverage starts at 6:30, kickoff at 7 p.m. this Friday night on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Striving for excellence is exactly what we do.
Our suite of master craftsmen ensure every roof we install will last.
We believe in giving you exceptional results.
And the satisfaction and durability you want with your suite of metal roof.
I'm Mike.
And Mary Suita. Enjoy the long-lasting architectural strength and beauty of a Suita metal roof.
SWITA metalroofing.com.
Suita Metal Roofing, the last roof you'll ever need.
At Gruber Law Offices, we take great pride in helping those who have trusted us after a serious accident. Our team has the knowledge, resources, and experience to get you the results you deserve. Don't wait to get the help you need. Make the right call. Call Gruber Law Offices today. Proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. One call, that's all.
Get ready to unleash the dragon at Hard Rock Casino Rockford. Introducing the region's very first $1 million Dragon League slot games. With jackpots soaring to $1 million, your chance to hit it big is here. Come experience the ultimate gaming adventure. Visit Hard Rock Casino Rockford today and play the $1 million Dragon League slot games. Your legendary win awaits. Hard Rock Casino Rockford. Let's hard rock. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER or text ILGAMB to 833-234.
Hey, it's Isaac Miller, junior defensive end in high school. 14 Division I offers. Yep, 1-4. Wisconsin, Michigan, Florida, Miami, you name it. Everyone's asking, where's Isaac going? Well, I'll tell you this. It's going to be big, it's going to be loud, and it's going to be legendary. But first, I'm hitting the weight room in my Iron Jock gear. Because no matter what logo I wear next, Iron Jock is how I get there. Stay tuned and go to ironjock.com. That's ironjoc.com.
The Bucky Badger Student Mascot Fund was created to support the amazing student athletes who bring the best mascot in the world to life.
My name is Jake Huser. I was Bucky from 2021 to 2024, and my favorite memory of being Bucky was winning a national championship with both volleyball in 2021 and women's hockey in 2023.
Your donation will help fund new scholarships to ensure that the rich tradition of Bucky lives on. Learn more at supportbucky.org. That's supportbucky.org.
This is Wilde and Tausch, brought to you by Grassland Butter. Grassland Dairy is Wisconsin. Learn more at grasslandbutter.com.
Ready to roll, ready or not, ready to give it all I got. Gotta live to win, get up, get even. Ready to roll, ready or not, ready to give it one more shot.
Time now for our midterm grades presented by the professor, Jesse Nelson.
Oh, my. What pressure. So, we are at the midpoint of the NFL season. 9 weeks in, 9 weeks to go. A lot has happened. A lot is still to come. Let's start with the Packers offense. What letter grade do you give the Green Bay Packers offense so far for the 2025 season? Mark Tauscher, you get to award a grade first.
I think I'm going to go – I'm torn between a B and a B minus. I'm going to go B because I think there have been so many moments. There have been moments they found a way to win 5 games. They scored 40 in one. That game was on. The only game that I would put completely on the defense is that Dallas game. So, all in all, I think the offensive line is what's tugging it at this thing, pulling it down. And they've taken a lot of heat, whether it's Orlovsky or when we were discussing it and whatnot. The group has not been as good as we hoped. And I would bet that Brian Gutekunst would say the same thing. But the receiving core, getting Christian Watson back, has the Tucker Kraft was an A++. He gone. So, but you're asking me up to now. You're not asking me to forecast. I'm not Chuck Shortino. And up to this point, with Tucker doing what he did, Josh Jacobs has been fine, I think, for where he's been. And I think Jordan Love has been so much better than what I think the narrative is on him. His stats are a lot better. Has he been inconsistent? Yep. Has he still made some mistakes? Yep. But he's played the position pretty doggone good. So I'm going to go with a B for the offense as far as all in where they're at.
Yeah, I don't know how you can give them anything less than that. They are 11th.
Well, they scored 13 points twice, Jason. I mean, that's how you would. You asked, and I answered, Your Honor.
I didn't ask. I stated I don't know how you can give them anything less than a B, which, by the way,
now.
is
that
what
was
you
a
gave
question,
them.
And you know it, Jesse.
No, it was me prefacing the stats I was about to give, but I appreciate you interrupting.
On, man.
Packers 11th in the NFL in scoring. They are second in the NFL in third down success rates. Even as star-spangled awful as they were in the red zone against the Panthers, they are still 11th in the league in red zone touchdown percentage, getting a touchdown 63% of the time after getting only 1 in 5 trips to the red zone against the Panthers. They are 8th in total offense in yards per game. They are 5th in the league in yards per play. Now, they are 16th in rushing, which is pretty middling. They're 8th in passing. Their interception rate for Jordan Love is 5th best in the league. They're only allowing sacks on 4.4% of their pass attempts. They are statistically very good. So why do we feel less than good about them? Why is that? Because, and that's, by the way, a question.
You asked a question before, and I answered, and you yelled at me. So I now have really. You're going to have to voice to text.
That, sir,
question
is
mark.
A question. Boop. Yes, question.
What grade are you giving him?
Why?
What grade?
I gave him a B. If you recall, as I asked you / prefaced my statistics with,
well, you said,
I don't see how
you can't go any
them.
lower than a B, can you? Non-question mark? I guess you used an exclamation point. I don't know what the hell. Yeah. I don't know what pejorative you made there, but all of those stats are strong.
Yeah,
those are strong stats. But where's the consistency? You also, I bet you could look at 3 and outs and some other things and say, well, they're not doing great in that either, because there have been games that you have been. There's just been too many empty possessions and too many times. And again, if you're just looking at this big picture and not covering the team and watching every snap and every game, you're not going to see this. But Arizona, there were empty possessions. There's empty possessions, obviously, last weekend, even with
Pittsburgh,
not
3 and outs.
Pittsburgh,
in the first half.
Beginning. That's that wasn't even a question, but I appreciate you answering it. So, yes, that is the beauty, and that's where I think you have to be bullish, but there's a lot of good. And I know old boy from Oregon yesterday said, "Oh, you're so negative." Blah, 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 blah. There's inconsistency within this.
So
that's why the grade is a B.
All right,
in my opinion.
Project. All right, so we're at the end of the first semester. The second semester is starting this week. Project what their grade's going to be without Tucker Kraft now. You said you weren't projecting this grade. It's what they had at this point. I mean, what's realistic to be expecting from these guys without him? Are they going to be able to replicate these numbers and replicate that B grade without the centerpiece of their passing game? And what is Josh Jacobs going to have to do to be more productive and carry the load offensively if they want to run the ball more instead of doing the homer plan of just wing it around the yard like he suggested?
Yeah, I don't know. Now, if we're being honest, nobody knows what this is going to look like. Do I think that Jordan Love is going to spread the football and get Christian Watson and Golden and Wicks, and when Jaden Reed comes back and finding ways to utilize Musgrave, I think you're going to see more passing of the football. I think Homer's going to get his wish. This group has not run block especially great. I don't know if this O-line is going to stay together and be healthy. It's really hard to count on Aaron Banks to be healthy every week. We just have not seen it very consistently. And then you start mixing and matching. It's going to be tough for me to tell you that this group is going to be better offensively without their best player. That sounds crazy talk. That's like saying, oh, you only have to hit a jumbo twice with a little baby stinky marble. You'd think, no, that's insane. Why would I think that? So the question to me is Matt LaFleur going to come up with some plans to really spread it out and really put pressure on a defense on their perimeter? And I think that is going to be the way he goes. And then that will loosen up that run game and give more space, because Mike Tomlin said it. He was going to make sure he wasn't going to let Josh Jacobs get moving. Last week, they let Josh do a little something, and they didn't give up big plays. Teams are going to continue what we saw last week, because Green Bay showed we're going to make mistakes, we're going to fumble, we're going to have penalties, we're going to miss field goals. And everybody right now would sign up and say, oh, we're going to hold Green Bay to under 15 points. Okay. What do we have to do? Don't let these guys make big plays. And by the way, they're going to get impatient, and they're going to throw it to us a couple times if we do sit back and not give up big plays. So what's the antidote to that? Spread it out. Bing, 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 bing. And that's, if you do that, this grade could end up being higher, even with Tucker Kraft not being available.
All right, the subsidiary questions that Jesse has are: which position group on offense has performed the best in your opinion, and which group, and I believe he expects us to say offensive line, has the most room for improvement in the second half?
Oh, I think the receiving group does. No. I think the receiving group has the most room to grow. You got your crew. You get Jaden Reed, you finally get your crew back together. And I think you're going to be throwing it more. So that would be my answer. I don't know if you meant to tease it out.
No, I didn't. We're going to do defense next. I was going to quickly answer these questions. And I would say the quarterback position has probably performed the best of any of them.
Oh, tight end. Tight end was the correct answer.
You think Tucker Kraft has performed better than Jordan Love? Because I don't think we've seen enough from the other tight ends to say that they've their aggregate grade would be better.
No, then I have to add in the third string quarterback. If you're going to add the whole depth chart, Tucker Kraft's on the field the whole blanket.
Jordan Love has played every snap.
Yeah, it's great.
The other two get incompletes. Clayton Tune.
For you. Don't tell me how to grade. What are you now, the adjunct professor? No, I'm going to tell you how I feel. You put your own grades out there. Tucker Kraft.
How are you grading the other people at quarterback?
I ain't worried about them. You said
you just said you had to include them. You said that.
Who did?
You. I have to include the third string quarterback.
Well, if you're going to make me go with Musgrave, and and you're going to make me go with a dude that ain't even on the team anymore because he played a couple games. Great. It's not the way I want to grade.
He transferred out of the school.
Jordan and Tucker, I would say, have been the two highest performers. Jordan has been really good. Tucker's been the best at his position. So tight end gets an A- because I have to lump in Chipotle Ben, who ain't even on the squad. Fitzpatrick, who I don't really even know. And then you look at, Musgrave, who's an incomplete. But I'm giving him an A because Tucker is the best tight end in the league throughout the first 8 weeks of the season.
Tell us about Kohler Services. They definitely get an A from you.
They always get an A, and they'll get an A from you. If you're looking to have a new bath or shower remodel, the answer is simple. Go to Kohler Services. Family-owned for 150 years. Kohler is your Wisconsin manufacturer, providing care for life. And this month only, you can get $1,000 off your Lugstone shower remodel. You get 0-interest financing for 12 months. Visit KohlerServicesWI.com to request your free quote. Fast professional installation, that is always included. Again, that is KohlerServicesWI.com.
Still not sure I understand the grading system, but we will continue with this activity. Since Jordan doesn't have the other people at his position dragging down his grade, the others never mind. The defense is next. It's Wilde and Tausch. I know, it's so exasperating.
This is Wilde and Tausch, driven by Zimbrick Chevrolet in Sun Prairie on 100.5 ESPN. See their full inventory at ZimbrickChevrolet.com.
ESPN Wisconsin's Mark Tauscher here with an offer for a bath or shower remodel from Kohler Services. Family owned for 150 years, Kohler is your Wisconsin manufacturer, providing care for life. And this month only, you can get $1,000 off your Lugstone shower remodel and 0-interest financing for 12 months. Visit KohlerServicesWI.com to request your free quote with fast professional installation always included. That's KohlerServicesWI.com.
Timeout on the field. Let's bring in Gina Della from Pella. What's the winning game plan this month?
Wayne, a whole house of new windows for as low as $297 a month with 0% interest for up to 6 years.
Wow, that's a drive you can sustain for years. No penalties, no extra interest.
And unlike opponents, Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin actually stops the drafts.
Don't sit on the sidelines, folks. Make your move today at PellaWI.com.
Certain restrictions apply. It's 11/30/2025.
What's new at Zimbrick Chevrolet? A lot. A free car wash with every service, plus a brand new detail facility to keep your ride looking fresh all year long. Relax with coffee and snacks while you wait, and if you can't, grab one of their numerous service loaners, take the shuttle, or even get a lift on them. Plus, Zimbrick Chevrolet has the largest new Chevrolet inventory in southern Wisconsin, and you'll never overpay at Zimbrick Chevrolet. Zimbrick Chevrolet in Sun Prairie, the name you can trust.
At Wisconsin Surplus Online Auction, you won't have to worry about your old lawnmower pulling a hamstring. They make buying and selling easy. Wisconsin Surplus Online Auction is simple, reliable, and unlike your fantasy team this football season, they'll actually deliver. Have equipment taking up space? Let them be your surplus solution. You send it in, they list it, people bid, and you actually win. Bid, buy, sell, and score big today at WisconsinSurplus.com. Because winning isn't just for game day. WisconsinSurplus.com.
Hello, I'm John Hayes, the owner of Goodman's Jewelers. It's been my pleasure to serve this community from this incredible store for over 4 decades. We stand upon high standards and classic traditions, pillars like honesty and integrity. Stop into Goodman's Jewelers, the longest-standing full-service jewelry store in the heart of Madison at 220 State Street. Goodman's Jewelers, the diamond store of Madison since 1933.
The best is at Goodman's.
Hey, it's ESPN Wisconsin's Alex Stroh for my great friends at Door County Distillery. Locally produced, handcrafted, award-winning spirits made locally in beautiful Door County. It's the best time of the year. It's bourbon season. Weather outside getting a little chilly, but you can stay warm with a delicious glass of the Door County Distillery bourbon. Or check out Door County Distillery exclusives like their cherry bourbon and their bat bourbon. It's bat good. Visit their website, doorcountydistillery.com. That's doorcountydistillery.com.
Prize Picks is the best way to win cash on the Packers, on the Bucks, and whether it's football, basketball, or both, Prize Picks makes every game more exciting. Hey, it's Mark Tauscher here with ESPN Wisconsin, and I've been playing Prize Picks, and it is as fun and simple as it gets. Which players are going to go off? Which ones are overhyped? Make your picks in less than 60 seconds, and you can turn your takes into cash. Just pick more or less on at least 2 player stats, get them right, and you can cash in. And now Prize Picks has stacks. Pick the player up to 3 times in one lineup. You want more on Giannis's threes, assists, rebounds? Stack them all only on Prize Picks. Plus, you can follow other players and copy their lineups in one click in the new Feed tab. And with injury reboots, if your player leaves in the first half and doesn't return, it won't count as a loss. Deposits are fast and easy with Venmo, Apple Pay, and MasterCard, and more. Download the Prize Picks app today. Use that code WI, and you get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Again, that's code WI for Prize Picks. Prize Picks. It's good to be right.
Hey, Madison, it's Rich Eisen, and now you can hear The Rich Eisen Show on ESPN Radio in the second best college town in the world. Sorry, Badgers fans. I am a Michigan man. The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays noon to 2, right here on 100.5 ESPN.
We're going to take a brief respite from asking questions and giving grades.
I can't wait to give my grade on the D. I'm going to have to, but I'm excited.
I can't wait either, but I'm going to wait. Because we have a call from Jack in Green Bay who has a question. Jack, good morning. Welcome to Wilde and Tausch. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you guys doing?
Good. Your question, sir, is what?
Well, just watching these games, I've been a big LaFleur defender, and I still think he's a good offensive coach. I just don't understand some of these sideline passes, these screen passes to Savion Williams every single week. And just watching him, I think he's got great speed, but why is Golden, he's got great short area quickness. Why is Golden not getting these passes? It's so predictable. And to go along with that, the Emmanuel Wilson side-by-side passes, I just don't understand it. And I listened to Tausch earlier about the more vertical passing. It's not going to work. You got to get Musgrave going down the field a little more. You got Golden. He's got this great speed. That's why you took him. I don't know. Maybe I can get your take on it. It's just, there's no creativity lately, so going forward, especially with Tucker Kraft out, we need to get some more vertical passing going.
So, Tausch, what do you make of the criticism? Because I do feel like, and this is just anecdotal, I don't have percentages, there does seem to be a lot of horizontal stuff, whether it's jet sweeps or quick throws out. The execution of the blocking portion of those throws, by the way, just quick, get the ball out to the side. If you don't block, they ain't going nowhere. That's part of the problem. What's your take on Jack's question?
It is, I think the question is Matt LaFleur. What Jack is really saying is Matt LaFleur kind of lost his creativity and lost his touch. And does that mean, do you think he's trying so hard to keep everybody involved? Because you're getting Savion Williams involved. Golden gets a couple. And then, last game it felt like it was the Dobbs show. And you had Tucker Kraft. Now, how are you going to fit Musgrave, who's got a different skill set, into it? The vertical passing game, we've seen it's kind of more hit or miss. Pittsburgh, you had success. Carolina, you didn't. You had the one great catch by Christian Watson, but that was an ill-advised throw. I would bet when he got graded on that, I don't think they gave him a plus. You threw into double coverage, Christian Watson made a heck of a play on it. So I get what you're saying, and I think most of those big plays come when you can get a safety down, you get one high, and you get that play-action pass. That's where Jordy made his Packer Hall of Fame career and had it because there ain't anybody going to go one-on-one. He's going to beat the safety. I think Christian Watson has that same ability to do it, but you have to set that up. And I do wonder if Matt LaFleur has maybe gotten too cute with some of his design on getting Savion and getting some guys the ball on these, rather than going to his bread and butter, which is really, I think it's been a long time, but that play action and the Shanahan-McVay way of doing things has always been get the quarterback out, not just sit him in the pocket and go vertical. Those plays typically came from hard play action sell. Josh Jacobs is good enough to still force you to feel that, but Carolina showed you last week, we're not going to buy it. Let's see if you're patient enough to stick with it, and last week we weren't.
I feel like maybe this is a little palmy, as you like to say, because I feel like the short, quick passing game has had some effective moments. I feel like the execution on some of these, bubble screens or wide receiver screens has been poor, but I feel like on balance, the question that I have is I feel like I have seen fewer crossing routes than I am accustomed to. Now, again, I don't have the empirical data to prove that. It's just a feel thing. Like the crossers, I just don't feel like there's been as many of them. Maybe that's my imagination, but I feel like that has been less prevalent in their offense. Just there's been a lot of slants to roam, but I don't feel like there's been the crossing routes as frequently. I'll have to do a deep dive to see if that's true.
Crossing routes are best served when you're going against man-to-man defense. So maybe Matt LaFleur and
so much
Steno
zone.
And everybody have looked. Maybe people are just sitting back in zone, and that's not one of your zone beaters. That doesn't mean you can't run it. Guys will have to learn where they need to sit in that zone, and you have young wide receivers still. So there could be a myriad of reasons. I don't know anecdotally if that's accurate because you didn't bring any numbers with it, so I'm not going to just buy what you're selling. But just the picture of it is
When's the last time you brought a number? When's the last time you brought a number?
I just did.
Really? What's the number? What number did you bring?
Yeah, what do you mean? Once we get to the defense, I'm going to bring you a bunch of numbers. But
ooh, that's
6-7, I bring 6-7 to the show every day.
Okay. Daily, yeah.
Yeah, 6-7.
Yeah.
Okay,
Packers are allowing 21.4 points per game, 10th in the league on defense, 89.4 yards rushing. They're about 197 passing yards per game, giving up 286 yards per game in total yards. I don't know. That's 4 quick numbers I just dropped down. Yeah, I keep going.
Well, I didn't ask if you were going to bring numbers now. I asked when the last time was you brought them anecdotally. I got 20.8 points per game allowed by the Packers this season.
But
snap. We look forward to more of your numbers and more of our grades coming up in our midterm grades.
Game? Playing the numbers game?
No, I don't think so, although we could play the music. What we are going to do is give away some more Iron Jock gear,
are we? Just wait, what were we arguing about? What number did you say and what number did I say for defense allowed?
No, you accused. I literally said anecdotally, I don't have the empirical data to back it up, and you said you didn't bring any numbers.
I said the Packers are allowing 21.4 points per game. You said it was what?
20.8.
Okay. So which number do you want to go with?
Hi, I would like you to go with
right or am I right?
The number 844-770-3776. You could try and win some Iron Jock gear from Tausch.
Just wait, what is that number again?
844-770-3776. Spells out ESPN at the end if that makes it easier.
Yeah, no, I know that. You know what? I've worn just about every type of workout gear there is, and nothing compares to Iron Jock. Their performance apparel is built to fight sweat, odor, bacteria. It keeps you feeling fresh no matter how hard you push. And now Iron Jock is introducing 4 new lightweight hoodies. I just got one of these. Oh, God. They are so lightweight. It's such a soft fabric. Oh, world class. cooling, wicking, and a 4-way stretch. Oh, baby. Go to ironjock.com to get your hoodie today. Again, that is ironjock.com. And right now, call to action. Call 844-770-3776. Jesse, you're not going to like me on this. You're not going to like this. But my favorite number, 65. This hoodie, you heard me right. Caller 65. It's my favorite number.
What a
You get an unbelievable lightweight Iron Jock hoodie. You got to earn it. You got to call 4 times. It's worth it. I'm telling you, just got one. It is unbelievable. Your chance again, 844-770-3776. Your chance to win your own hoodie from Iron Jock. Caller number 65 will win that new Iron Jock lightweight hoodie. Again, as Jesse is just going crazy, 844-770-3776.
You're caller 48. You're caller 49. You're caller 50. You're caller 51.
That's funny now.
Caller 65 takes home the hoodie.
We're through 15. Only
from
50
Iron
to go.
Jock.
There you go, buddy. Good luck.
It's Wilde and Tausch.
This is Wilde and Tausch, brought to you by Grassland Butter. Grassland Dairy is Wisconsin. Learn more at grasslandbutter.com.
Mark Tusher here for Chalmers Jewelers. I've been a big fan of Scott, Garrett, and the whole team at Chalmers Jewelers for years now. I go there, my friends go there, and most importantly, my wife loves it whenever I get her something from Chalmers Jewelers. It's my go-to spot for birthdays, anniversaries, and any special occasion. For quality jewelry and a great experience, choose Chalmers Jewelers, the place to go for that perfect gift. Stop at Chalmers Jewelers in Middleton and Madison.
Chalmers Jewelers in Middleton and Madison.
Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin present your Badger Minute. Here's Pablo Iglesias.
This Badger Minute is brought to you by Steinhoffels. Their Black Friday mattress sale is on now. Save up to $900 on top brands and get 60 months 0% financing only at Steinhoffels and steinhoffels.com. Wisconsin men's basketball tipping off the season with a Monday night win over Campbell. John Blackwell leading the way, game high 31 points. Putting that NBA Combine experience to work. Hear more from his sit down on the Jump Around Extra.
I'm playing against the best of the best. And you just bring that a different competitiveness to the program. They come in here ready to compete every single day. You just bring a different aspect that you've seen that other side. You've seen where guys want to get to, where I want to get to, and you're just hungry for it, and you just want to get this team better every single day.
Get a whole house of new Pella windows for as low as $297 a month with 0% financing for up to 6 years.
Wow. Don't sit on the sidelines, folks. Visit PellaWI.com today.
Make the best seat in the house yours. Carbless delivers the handcrafted cocktail experience right to your living room. Bold flavor, no carbs, no sugar, just 100 calories, and all the taste with none of the extra baggage. From kickoff to the final play, Carbless is your game day go-to. Hosting friends, watching with family, or celebrating every big drive, Carbless keeps the good times pouring. So when the game's on the line, make the winning call. Skip the mixing, grab the bliss, and make every seat the best seat in the house. Find Carbless near you at drinkcarbless.com.
Ben Brust here to tell you about why your next work van should be from Mercedes-Benz Sprinter at Zimbrick European. First off, we have versatility. The Sprinter vans offer 16 body types and thousands of ways to customize that space. Number 2, we have reliability. Sprinter's most powerful diesel engines last longer and require less maintenance, spend more time on the road and less time in those bays. Number 3, we have safety. Sprinter's safety technologies include curtain airbags all around, load adaptive electronic stability program, and crosswind and attention assist. Number 4, Van Care Mobile. Our maintenance team can come to you with routine service. Who wants to go in? Let them come to you. They work with multiple trucks on one visit. Use the Mercedes Me Connect. And last but not least, get your Zimbrick Sprinter at Zimbrick European at Rimrock Road and the Beltline, or go online at ZimbrickEuropean.com because your next Mercedes Sprinter van is waiting for you.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker, And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you could save between 5 and 20%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. Visit amfam.com to learn more. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Tito's Handmade Vodka is America's favorite vodka for a reason. From the first legal distillery in Texas, Tito's is 6 times distilled till it's just right. And naturally gluten-free, making it a high-quality spirit that mixes with just about anything. From the smoothest martinis to the best Bloody Marys. Tito's is known for giving back, teaming up with nonprofits to serve its communities and do good for dogs. Make your next cocktail with Tito's. Distilled and bottled by 5th Generation Inc., Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume. Savor responsibly.
The Don has spoken.
You just can't sit back and say, we need this, we need that. Get out in the state. Let the people meet you and sell the program. Know who you are.
Listen to The Barry Alvarez Show, Mondays at 6 on 100.5 ESPN.
'Cause I'm a hazard to myself. Don't let me get me. No, I'm my own worst enemy. It's bad when you and
I don't mean to be whatever, but given how quickly Jesse got through that, I think we need to start asking for higher number callers for everything.
Well, I just wonder, because this is obviously, I'm telling you, this lightweight hoodie is, I mean, it's the real deal.
They're nice.
So I asked Jesse, like, what's the, because I don't want, I mean, it was fun. We had some laughs. 65, great number. Love the number.
Robert and Eau Claire, big win for Robert and Eau Claire on the Iron
Kudos
Jock.
to Robert.
Yeah.
So he doesn't
What
have to pick
happens
it
if
up in
somebody
person then.
What if somebody in Des Moines, are they eligible or not?
I officially do not know how these contest rules would compare to our regular
everybody's
contest
rules are different.
rules.
I just know
in charge of that.
You know, the bus. I was getting after the buses a little bit. Obviously, they've moved back into town. You know, with Brad coaching the Badgers now. I saw the big dog at the game on whatever night that was, and I kind of got after him a little bit. They haven't been as active, and I think part of it is because they're not eligible to win some of these things. So I'd like to find. We'll find out.
Yeah, but
if
Brad's
that's
in
accurate,
town now. He can pick up all their prizes.
That's fair. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know the rules, Jason. You know I'm not going to read them. So I think 100 is probably the highest I'd go with that, because I'm not going to ask Jesse what number I'm going to go with, because we're giving away a lightweight hoodie, I want to say a couple times a week all the way through Thanksgiving. So there we go.
Time now for the
defense. Is 100 the right number, or Jesse? I'd like a little feedback.
I think we
I don't want to
should
be a dictator here.
Well, yeah, you do. I think we should avoid triple digits. I think
the authoritarian edition of Wilde and Tausch.
I think if you would like to play the 99 card one time, you can choose when the time is right to play your 99 card.
Oh boy.
And besides that, I would prefer to keep it under like 40, just for some time constraints that we have around the commercial breaks.
Just got a lot going on, you know.
Yeah. So, unless you want to come back and help when you're in studio, because you're in studio so often these days.
Well, I saw how that went yesterday. That was an epic fail. So I don't know if that's accurate or not. How was your birthday, by the way? Did you do anything fun?
Yesterday I didn't really do too much because we had the volleyball match last night.
Parents went out of town.
Good win.
Yeah, nice
Good
win.
win.
Second win
Chef
against
night.
yes, chef. We like that. The chef hats were given away to the fans at the field house. Badgers win in 4 sets against 22nd ranked Minnesota. So yeah, I worked the volleyball match last night, pre and post match show on 620 WTMJ, 100.5 ESPN, and in Beaver Dam as well.
Where were you?
In the Everlight Solar Studio here at ESPN Madison. Hung out with Hunter Vaughn. He was producing, so we had a little birthday shindig here. And tonight my parents are coming up, so we're going to have dinner tonight at our place. And Tausch apparently has invited himself over to play Canyon. So looking forward to seeing you, old T. You bringing the whole family or just you?
I'll ask. We'll see what the interest level is in that. I think I have a gymnastics practice I got to go watch.
Might even stay longer.
We'll play marbles if you want.
All right. I guess we'll hold off on the defense until the 11 o'clock hour.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Trying to get clock management back, baby.
Oh, now we care.
Trying to get clock management back, baby.
So we still have we made it through the offense. That's what we made it through.
What grade
you had
would
all
you
your
give
numbers
the
that you were
O-line?
so
We didn't
excited
get
to
into
share on
O-line.
defense.
We didn't give O-line grade. What grade are you giving the O-line?
We weren't giving it by position.
But you did.
No, we didn't.
We're going to be here all day. I just said which position has performed the best and which position needs the most improvement.
Yes, then there was a debate between tight end and quarterback. You can listen back on the ESPN Wisconsin app if you weren't sure how that played out. We will do the defense, maybe, to start the 10 o'clock hour, which will begin in 2 minutes. So stick around.
Don't go anywhere. Another hour of Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, is coming up next on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
The UW Credit Union member Mark Tauscher here. People ask me, old T, why did you join UW Credit Union? Well, is it to keep your banking local? Is it the member first service? Great perks like early payday? Absolutely. But honestly, between us, it's Bucky. I can't say no to that face. If you love Wisconsin like I do, you just can't pay with anything else. Fandom makes us do crazy things, but this just makes sense. Become a UW Credit Union member and get your Bucky card like me. Federally insured by NCUA. Terms and conditions apply.
This is former Wisconsin linebacker Chris Orr. You're listening to 100.5 ESPN, WTLX, Monona, Madison, a Good Karma Brands radio station on Wisconsin.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio, this is your Metro Kia of Madison Sports Center.
Good morning, Madison and streamers everywhere. I'm Jesse Nelson. Sports Center brought to you by Wisconsin Surplus in Mount Horeb, your homegrown auction powerhouse. From government assets to vehicles and equipment, find your next deal at wisconsinsurplus.com. The Green Bay Packers back to practice today as they get set to host Monday Night Football on ESPN with the Philadelphia Eagles, a rematch of the divisional round of the playoffs last year where the Packers lost to the eventual Super Bowl champions. Green Bay is opened as a 2.5-point favorite for Monday night's game according to ESPN Bet. The midterm report card for all 32 NFL teams up at ESPN.com featuring the ESPN NFL Nation reporters. That's ESPN's Rob Domofsky for the Green and Gold. Check out what he says the biggest question is remaining for the Packers this season, among other topics, over at ESPN.com. We're also talking about the midterm report card coming up on Wilde and Tausch, maybe next year on 100.5 ESPN. College basketball, a win in Game 1 for head coach Robin Pinchton in her first game leading Wisconsin women's basketball, 79-68. The Badgers took down Oakland University last night at the Kohl Center. Tomorrow night, 24th-ranked Wisconsin men's basketball hosts Northern Illinois. Tip time set for 7:30.
Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer. Stop into Metro Kia on the east side of Madison or metrokiaofmadison.com.
The 11 o'clock hour of Wilde and Tausch begins now, and we continue our midterm report card with the professor, Jesse Nelson.
We did the offense. You both gave them a B. We move on to the defense. What grade do you give the Packers' defense for the first 9 weeks of the 2025 NFL season? Professor Tausch?
Jason? Now I want Jason to go first. I went first offense. I want Jason. All
right, Professor
to
Wilde.
go first on defense.
Well, Tausch has got all the numbers. He's got the empirical data. I think you can't give them an A because of a couple of performances that have dragged them down. They still have another whole semester yet, though, to get their final grade. But I'm going to give them a B+. Just missing the A- cut line. I'm going to give them a B+, as they are giving up 20.8 points per game. They are second in the NFL in terms of yards per play allowed, fewest yards per play. They're still fifth against the run, despite last week's 163 yards allowed. Their third down percentage, they are at 35%, which is sixth best in the league. They're among the league's best. The problem is, as we have learned on this show when it comes to A.J. Hawk and other folks, expectations matter. And they set the expectations very high after those first two performances, and they have not consistently met those since. Tausch?
Well, I think creating turnovers is probably the reason you can't go as high as you'd like, because all of those numbers that that I just listed, whether it's 21.4 or 20.8, whatever, it's close. 197 yards passing per game, top 10. Micah Parsons, the difference that he's made, and when you start looking at early in the season, a couple garbage touchdowns, that adds up.
Mm-hmm.
But there haven't been as many impact plays as I guess I would like. Xavier McKinney made the great interception last week, but we haven't seen a ton of turnovers, which we saw last year. We saw more. And you add a Micah into the equation, you're hoping for more. So I still think that, to me, is the part that needs to improve. But this defense has given you, if you take that Dallas game out of the equation, I know you can't. This is an A team. This defense has been an A for me. But Dallas was an F. So I'm not going to go crazy and go down to a C. I am also giving this group a B. I can't go a ton higher because there have been opportunities. They gave up as great and as good of a defensive effort as we saw last week. They let Dowdle run the football, and they let Old Boy go down and get a game-winning field goal when we could have made a play here or there, right, and that wouldn't have happened. That was an opportunity. Now, they did close up shop in Arizona. They played a great game against the Browns, but in the same respect, gave up a game-winning field goal attempt that cost us that game. So I'm not putting any of that on the defense. I'm just stating great defenses don't do that. Really good defenses play great defense for a big chunk. Mike has closed up shop with the Cardinal game. He's been as good as I had hoped he'd be, but last week that group didn't show up. They didn't get after Bryce, and I thought they'd saw him in half. They didn't. So this week's going to be a heck of a test for them. But right now, this team is 5-2-1. They should be better. And it's another B for me, and that's, I think, where I'm at with this football team is that they're a good, solid football team that has shown great glimpses, but has not been consistent enough to give me anything more than a B.
So if the Dallas game was an F, which I agree with, what exactly? How would you grade Sunday's game against the Panthers? Because
for the defense,
yeah, because they got one takeaway, right?
Yep.
They at least in my opinion didn't do a whole lot against the run. They gave up a season high by far, doubling the number of yards they had given up on average against the run. Yep. Bryce Young did nothing in the passing game, but he threw it 20 times. They got the ball out quickly, so there was no pressure really numbers to be had. So they give up the big run that sets up the game-winning field goal. That's even though they only gave up 16 points, that's like a C grade, right, for that performance?
I would be a little more generous because you give up 16 points in the NFL, you got to win the game. You create a turnover. You gave up too much running the football to Dowdle.
Including when the game's on the line.
Dude, you're in an NFL game, and you gave up 102 yards passing. That's absurdly good. It's absurdly good. So I know they didn't get after him. That Carolina had a good plan to limit what they could do. Created a turnover, had a strack where the ball's laying on the ground. Ball bounces the wrong way, and that happens in football. So I'm not going to be as harsh as you on the Carolina game because they gave up 16 blanking points, dude. 102 blanking yards. That's nothing. Now, the running aspect of it, totally agree with you. Can't happen. Can't.
But it did. Jesse, you want to do special teams here and then do coaches next?
Sure. What grade do you give the special teams unit? But maybe a little wrinkle with this one.
Oh, wrinkly.
This seems like more of a pass-fail grade than it does a letter grade.
Oh, this is an F. No, I think this is an F. How do you go
that
anything
would be
but an
failing
F?
then?
Well, I mean, the addition of Lucas Havrisik and kicking the franchise record longest field goal and preserving the kicking game while Brandon McManus has battled
You had
injury.
a kicker who you paid a bunch of money to, who robbed Domofsky boldly, and it was bold. Wasn't going to miss a kick. He's missed big kicks in a couple of games.
Of them, yeah.
You've given up big returns. You've had field goals blocked. Have we had punts blocked?
No,
it
not
feels
yet.
like if we haven't, we probably will. It's just been bad. Now, is it better than what it was? I mean, it would have been like double F 2 or 3 weeks ago, but they shored some stuff up, and I'll give Bisaccia credit on that. But it's been a disaster overall. If you look at it, I don't even know where they're ranked. I don't care. My eye test tells me it's been Stink City, USA. And we thought that this – I give Goody an A for bringing Havrisik in, but they're not playing him. So, yeah, it's cute. He did a great job filling in, and he deserves credit. But in the grand scheme, the special team's been a disaster this year, people. I don't know how you could look at it any other way. We have a guy returning punts that's had concussion issues. I don't know if he
I think Daniel Whelan has had a good year.
Hey, let's put, you know what? Why is everybody's like, oh, you can't put Keyshawn Nixon back. He's our number one corner. But you know what? Let's put our number one wideout with concussion issues. Let's have him return punts. That's a great idea. Where's that outrage, Jason?
Well, I think that outrage it dissipated when they put Keyshawn Nixon out there on a punt return, and he couldn't handle it. And he fumbled it, muffed it, fumbled it, train wreck. Romeo catches the ball. Caught it on a bounce, I think, on Sunday on one of them. But, yeah, special teams is bad. I think Havrisik helps the grading a little bit. I think the punting work, although he didn't even punt in Sunday's game, helps with Daniel Whelan. I think Bo Melton and Savion Williams have given them a little bit more in the kickoff return game than they had previously. But, yeah, it's definitely a D at best. They haven't done anything. The whole idea, remember when Rodgers said after they hired Bisaccia that no, it's no longer about just breaking even or not doing anything on special teams that loses us the game. He said, now we expect them to be lifting us up and helping us win games, not just not losing us games. How many times have they helped them win games? They did when Keyshawn was returning kickoffs for touchdowns. No doubt about that. But not recently.
How many
There's
years
been nothing.
ago was that?
That feels like forever ago. 22 and 23?
Like, I legit, if I want to get my kids in your classes.
Because I gave them a D?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, sign up. What courses you offer next semester? Getting
How to
enrolled
watch
today.
gymnastics.
That's pretty fun.
So our grading is roughly the same. Apparently I'm the easy grader for giving out a D. But, hey, I'll take that. It is definitely a better grade.
You're that professor that our advisors in college would say, yeah, get in his class. That'll be good. That's what that is.
Because I'm not flunking them?
What do you got to do to get an F? I mean, granted, I'm not getting into.
How many times have they turned the ball over? How many times have they fumbled a return like they did in the opener or in the playoff game with Keyshawn Nixon? Like, I have not seen enough complete
trade. How
many
last week? Didn't Golden fumble one last week and recover it, or didn't somebody? And then they put
that's not a
Dobbs
turnover.
back out there.
Does the blocked field?
Well, you asked how many times they fumbled it.
No, I asked how many times they turned it over.
The blocked point after that, the Cowboys ran back for 2 points that ended up forcing a tie instead.
That
of
was
a win.
that's certainly one.
No, they tried hard. Oh, they tried hard. Let's give them a point for effort. Let's give them some points for effort. Oh, they showed up. It is kind of how grading goes now. You show up, you're going to get a C.
Let me know when you're done.
I'm getting close.
They have not given up a touchdown
Boys,
return.
get it and roll up in Wildy's class. We can keep everybody eligible. Let's go. There's no F's going on there.
Do you stay eligible if you're getting D's across the board? All you have to do is pass to remain eligible.
I'll tell you this:
college?
you got a better chance of staying eligible with a D than you do with an F. I can tell
They
you
haven't
that.
given up a touchdown return other than the 2-point conversion return. I didn't think it was worthy of an F.
The old low
Such
bar
an
of
easy grader. You're acting like I gave them a B. Be that as it may, you know who gets an A from us? Our friends at Jones Dairy
Oh, yes, indeed. Absolutely. Jones Dairy Farm, family owned and operated for 7 generations in Fort Atkinson all the way back to 1889. Best known for their all-natural sausage made from their original family recipe. Couldn't get Philip to give me that recipe, that old rascal. Pork, chicken, and turkey, and it's all natural. None of those fillers, nitrates, MSG. Only fresh meat and their seasonings, and it is beautiful. And boy, oh boy, be on the lookout. We got some fun stuff brewing. I'm going to be doing something tomorrow that is going to be big-time fun, and it's going to be with Jones Dairy. Find all of the Jones Dairy products in grocery stores across Wisconsin. Check the website at jonesdairyfarm.com.
Matt LaFleur is currently at the podium, giving some injury updates on who may or may not practice today. We'll have that, plus we'll grade the coaching and the front office as part of our midterm grades. Next, it's Wilde and Tausch.
This is Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Call Gina Della from Pella today, 855-PELLA-WI, and online at PellaWI.com/radio.
Hey, it's Jesse Nelson, and if you're looking for something fun to do this winter, get your friends together and join MSCR on the volleyball and basketball courts. Hey, Madison School and Community Recreation's adult winter volleyball and basketball leagues are open for registration right now. MSCRSportsLeagues.org is where you can go sign up and get more information. MSCRSportsLeagues.org. Men's, women's, all gender leagues are currently forming with games starting in early January. And that may feel like it's a long way away. There's not even snow on the ground yet, but you want to start getting together now because you get to the holidays after Thanksgiving. It's going to be a mad rush. Get in touch with all your buddies now and say, let's get a team together to play this January. Again, men's, women's, all gender leagues forming now. Games start in early January at gyms all around Madison. You can pick whichever one is best for you. MSCR leagues are all about community connection and having a great time no matter your skill level. Sign up today. MSCRSportsLeagues.org. That's MSCRSportsLeagues.org.
UW Credit Union presents the Prep Mania Student Athlete of the Week, supporting local student athletes as they grow on the field, in the classroom, and in the community. UW Credit Union is here for every you. Learn more at uwcu.org. Here's Dennis Semra with the UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week.
Our ESPN Madison UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week, Annika Curran from Verona Area High School. Welcome.
Hello, thank you.
You're a swimmer. We're here at this gorgeous pool. Yes. You probably live here, right?
Yes,
basically.
Spend a lot of time here.
Freshman year, first time you got to go to state, what was that whole environment like?
It was crazy. Just the environment there, there's so many people. Like, I've been to Waukesha multiple times for club meets, and just high school state at Waukesha is something else. Like,
when you look back in your time at Verona, what do you think you remember the most about Verona Area High School?
I think just like the community that we have here and like on the team, we get super close with each other at the end of the season when it's like the last couple meets, just with the team, being at practice, like it's just so much fun.
Hungry for something fresh and delicious? Get your favorites from Cousin Subs delivered straight to your door. From our freshly baked bread and hand-sliced meats and cheeses to our famous sides, crispy golden fries, Wisconsin cheese curds, or creamy mac and cheese. Every meal made to order and ready to enjoy. Ordering is quick and easy online or through the Cousins app, whether it's a solo lunch, family dinner, or a spread for the whole crew. Let us bring it straight to you, fast and fresh. Cousin Subs. We believe in better.
Get ready to unleash the dragon at Hard Rock Casino Rockford.
Introducing the region's very first $1 million Dragon Link slot game. Feel the thrill, chase the excitement, and win big. With jackpot soaring to $1 million, your chance to hit it big is here. Come experience the ultimate gaming adventure. Visit Hard Rock Casino Rockford today and play the $1 million Dragon Link slot game. Your legendary win awaits. Hard Rock Casino Rockford. Let's hard rock.
If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
From color-changing alexandrite to shimmering zircon and everything in between at Chalmers Jewelers, you'll find high-quality, affordable, one-of-a-kind pieces. We source straight from the gem cutters, and we manufacture in-house from start to finish. As the manufacturer, we believe in truth in pricing. Never pay more for quality and stunning, beautiful jewelry. She's one of a kind, and so should her jewelry be. While others may send your jewelry dreams to someone else to make, with us, your dreams become reality with the help of our custom jewelers, with you involved the whole way. With a staff that has over 200 years of combined experience, why buy from a place that marks up jewelry made by the thousands? When you can buy direct from Chalmers for that one-of-a-kind piece that is better quality, often for less.
Chalmers Jewelers in Middleton
and Madison.
Wilde and Tausch on 100.5 ESPN is brought to you by Everlight Solar. Save money, save the planet. Everlight Solar.
Packers head coach Matt LaFleur at the podium at Lambeau Field. Per Weston Hodkiewicz, on filling the void created by Tucker Kraft's injury, quote, everybody has to pull a little bit more and do a little bit more. It's not just on one position group. Also, from an injury perspective, Dontavion Wicks will return to practice today from his calf injury in a limited capacity. He's missed the last two games. Lucas Van Ness.
Let's go.
Not practicing.
That's nice.
Matthew Golden will practice today on a limited basis. He left
go.
Sunday's game with his shoulder injury. And Matt LaFleur on the tush push, which maybe you missed this story.
Oh, boy.
But the Packers tried to have it banned. All on their own, not at the behest of anyone in the league. They just didn't like it. They did it all because they just didn't like the play. That's sarcasm. Matt LaFleur says, and again quoting here from Weston, the NFL made a decision, and we have to find a way to try and stop the play, and it's a tough play to stop. The best way to stop it is to not allow it to happen. Obviously, meaning keep them out of short yardage situations. Yeah. Sure. All right, Jesse, let's continue grading the Packers at the midterms.
Well, speaking of the head coach at the podium, what grade do you give head coach Matt LaFleur, who has been
Old boy's going first on this one.
highly
I can't wait to hear
critiqued,
this.
especially on Green Bay game night in the last few weeks, from what I've heard? What grade do we give Matt LaFleur and the Packers coaching staff through the first half of this season?
I am going to give an exemption for Rich Bisaccia. I'm pulling him out of the equation because that would tug down the overall grade too much. No, I think Matt LaFleur has been better than a lot of Packer fans. Personally, I'm giving him a B. I don't think it's as bad as everybody. I think he's trying to find some things. The O-line hasn't been as good. I really believe he has matured. He's not firing challenge flags because he's mad. He's not crying during halftime interviews, at least not that I've seen yet. So is that a low bar? Certainly. But the offense is – the rankings of where this offense is not – we all act like this offense stinks. Oh, he's uncreative because we didn't punt last week. Savion Williams fumbles a football. We miss a kick. I am not as down on this offense and Matt LaFleur as others are. So if you want to give him a crap grade, great. Jeff Hafley in this defense has been pretty good. He deserves some love. I'm giving him a B. I feel good about giving him a B, too.
And you're not including Rich Bisaccia in your coaching
No, I pulled
grades.
Bisaccia. The Bisaccia poll would give it to a C, and I'm not doing that because I don't think it's fair.
Matt LaFleur gets a B from old T. I think Jeff Hafley, again, the expectation game, has the defense, in your opinion, lived up to the expectations that you had for it? Whether those expectations were going into the season.
Take the Cowboy game out of it. Yes. Cowboy game in it was a gut punch to me, and it made me rethink where we're at.
Yeah, I'm giving. I don't know if we're exempting Rich Bisaccia. What individual grade are you giving him? An F, like his units?
Bisaccia? Yeah, it's an F.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna give him a C plus as a group. Not if we're taking Bisaccia out of it. They have not figured out a way to get the offensive line clicking. The run game has been inconsistent. Defensively, they started with their hair on fire, and they have not been that as often as I expected. Now, again, maybe as the teacher of this class, I had raised expectations because of their first two homework assignments they turned in against Detroit and Washington. But the consistency of their performance, and by the way, for all the other good things that they have statistically on defense, which they do, you can't emphasize something to the degree that they have and not get results. So C plus for me, and that's not factoring in a Bisaccia pull down of the grade. All right, what's the other one?
You're a numbers guy. I
love a good number.
Throw numbers at you, big shooter. They're averaging almost 26 points a game, which is 11th.
Had half of that on Sunday.
360 yards, 8th total offense per game.
Mm-hmm.
They're 8th in passing at almost 248 yards. And their run game is middling. It's average. It's average. 113 yards a game. Yep. So I gave him an above average grade. I didn't give him an A. I didn't give him a B. I gave him a B.
I wasn't critiquing your grade. I just gave a different grade than you did.
No, I just got a text from my old buddy T.J. Marini. He's getting after me. Oh, you got all this stuff and blah, 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 blah. The offense is where it is. They're not an A. They're not a C. It's a B. Like, it's not absurd. Matt LaFleur's group and how they've approached.
Whoa! Stop what you're doing, because I'm about to ruin the text from whoever sent it to you.
All right.
Matt LaFleur. I'm quoting a tweet from Matt Schneidman. Says the Packers will go with whichever kicker gives them the best chance to win. Both Brandon McManus and Lucas Havrisik will kick today. Bill Huber augments that by saying it will be a competitive situation this week. Tausch, your thoughts?
Not shocked.
Not shocked either, but now what a situation this has become. What a quagmire.
I think can I put that special teams grade at an F-? This is what happens when you come back. I think McManus came back earlier than he should have. Mm-hmm. Havrisik has done a great job. He's not missed a kick, and McManus has missed kicks. So it is a tough position. Kicking in the NFL is tough. You don't get a time to grow. You don't get there's just you just don't get that same grace you get at other spots. So this tells me Haversick's going to be kicking on Monday. That's what this tells me. Maybe he struggles and he can't handle the I don't think that's going to be the case, but McManus, this is a case where maybe if he loses this competition, as Bill Hubert put out, maybe you then put him on that little short-term IR, let him get healed up. I still, even though I've told you they're going to keep 2 kickers on their roster.
You did.
McManus, if you need bodies and you need guys, if there's some injuries, short-term IR, let him get rested and healthy so he can be ready to go for the playoffs.
Yeah.
If you do it, I still want McManus as my kicker. I just want to make sure I'm clear about that.
But they're a competitive situation. That tells me that they think he's healthy enough to compete. That it's not injury related. It's performance based now. Maybe
it's forcing McManus to say, I'm not healthy and I need a beat.
Rob Domofsky tweets, Matt LaFleur said he still has the utmost confidence in McManus. I don't know if you can say you have the utmost confidence in someone who's now competing to keep that job that you have the utmost confidence in him to do. They will go with whoever gives us the best opportunity to compete and win. That is your update from Matt LaFleur. Packers practicing today. We'll have more. I'll head over to Lambeau Field after we're done here. I got a good night's sleep last night on my Steinhafels mattress, but you can get a better night's sleep because you know that those nights are hard to come by, and you're not alone if you're feeling that way, and the right mattress can make all the difference. That's why Helix Sleep and Steinhafels have teamed up to bring their award-winning mattresses to Steinhafels. Now you can try Helix in person, something you can't do just anywhere. Right now, Steinhafels is offering 20% off all Helix mattress orders just for our listeners. Head on over to steinhafels.com to learn more. Helix Sleep at Steinhafels. Better sleep starts now. We may grade the front office. We may just do Whoa Nelly. Surprise us, Jesse. That's next. It's Wilde and Tausch.
This is Wilde and Tausch, driven by Zimbrick Chevrolet in Sun Prairie on 100.5 ESPN. See their full inventory at ZimbrickChevrolet.com.
Mark Toscher here for Pizza Hut, and let me tell you, Pizza Hut delivers a win every time with the Big Dinner Box. For just $19.99, get 2 medium, 1-topping pizzas, 8 boneless wings, and 5 breadsticks. Feed your whole team for one unbeatable price. Choose your crust, hand-tossed, pan, thin and crispy, or even tavern style. Order now for delivery or carry out at pizzahut.com or on the Pizza Hut app. The Big Dinner Box for just $19.99, only at Pizza Hut. And remember, no one outpizzas the Hut.
Time out on the field. Let's bring in Gina Della from Pella. What's the winning game plan this month?
Wayne, a whole house of new windows for as low as $297 a month with 0% interest for up to 6 years.
Wow, that's a drive you can sustain for years. No penalties, no extra interest.
And unlike opponents, Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin actually stops the drafts.
Don't sit on the sidelines, folks. Make your move today at PellaWI.com.
Certain restrictions apply. Ends 11/30/2025.
Let's get the latest from Lambeau.
There's no second chances. There's no do-overs. We're definitely primed to take that next step. That's the focus and the goal.
This is your green and gold fix on 100.5 ESPN.
It takes a lot of hard work, dedication, sacrifice, pain to get to where you want to go.
This green and gold fix is driven by Metro Ford.
As the Green Bay Packers prepare for the Philadelphia Eagles on Monday Night Football at Lambeau Field, people still trying to figure out exactly what the Packers are at 5-2-1. ESPN NFL insider Dan Graziano on Unsportsmanlike with Evan Canty and Michelle tries to diagnose this rendition of the Green Bay Packers.
I do think they're a good team. I think they play like a young team, a young, talented team, which is what they are. And they can beat anybody on any given week because they have that kind of talent.
And Vegas agrees they can beat anybody. The Packers 2.5-point favorites Monday at home against the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm Alex Strope.
Purchase, finance, or service a new or pre-owned Ford at Metro Ford of Madison on the east side today.
This is Ricky, owner of Infinity Exteriors here in Madison. I've seen it too many times. Homeowners paying thousands too much for new windows. Big promises of premium installs that never deliver. Madison, you deserve better. At Infinity Exteriors, we're local experts for energy-efficient windows, roofing, and siding with transparent pricing and no gimmicks. Every project comes with a lifetime workmanship because we believe in doing it right. We're on a mission to save our communities from overpriced, unqualified window contractors. Visit infinityexteriors.com, proud partner of your Madison Mallards.
Attention business owners and executives. Looking for a bank that's invested in your community as you are? Look no further than Starion Bank. As a Dane County community bank, Starion offers competitive deposit and loan rates while actively supporting local initiatives. Visit a business banker at one of our convenient branches in Middleton, Monona, and Sun Prairie. Starion Bank, full-service business banking, lending, and cash management.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Hey, it's Isaac Miller, junior defensive end in high school. 14 Division I offers. Yep, 1-4. Wisconsin, Michigan, Florida, Miami, you name it. Everyone's asking, where's Isaac going? Well, I'll tell you this. It's going to be big, it's going to be loud, and it's going to be legendary. But first, I'm hitting the weight room in my Iron Jock gear. Because no matter what logo I wear next, Iron Jock is how I get there. Stay tuned and go to ironjock.com. That's ironjoc.com.
Your state, your teams, your ESPN. The ESPN Wisconsin app. Customizable just to you. Find the ESPN Wisconsin app in the Apple or Android app stores today.
So, Jesse, are we doing Whoa Nelly? What command decision have you made?
I am deciding that I think we should finish our midterm grades. That's what I would like to do here. I want to hear what your grade the front office, and then I'd also like to hear an overall grade for the team for the first half of the 2025
let me
NFL
ask you this,
season.
before we make that decision, what was on the docket for Whoa Nelly?
What did we have
People
on
love
the docket here for Whoa Nelly?
I don't.
We
is
had.
that true?
We should bring back the 24-hour college basketball marathon to start the season. I missed that.
I agree with that.
That's a lot of fun.
I agree with that.
Bradley played at 10 a.m. the other day. They kind of brought like a mini version of it back, but we need it on ESPN round the clock.
I agree.
I want to say they shouldn't have changed the rules about the college football playoff because it's two Big Ten and two SEC teams with first-round byes, and everyone's going to hate that. But we run it fair instead of Arizona State getting a bye.
Well, it's true. That's the way it should be. So I disagree with you on that.
And thoughts on Broncos Raiders Thursday night football tonight? Amazon Prime.
Stinko. Okay.
There you go.
All right.
So, Tausch, what grade do you give the Packers front office and general manager Brian Gutekunst for the first half of this season?
Well, this is tough because you pulled off one of the great heists since the Louvre heist, in getting.
Didn't those guys just get caught?
Yeah.
And the Louvre heist happened after the Packers traded for Micah Parsons, so they pulled off the best heist since the Micah Parsons trade.
You get my point. You understand my point. So I because if this was normal and Goody didn't do anything at the trade deadline, and it was just based off of what he did to make this roster better this past offseason, his grade wouldn't be very good in my eyes because his two big free agent pickups have not panned out to the point where they are. But true. I don't know how you can go, and if you think that Micah Parsons is a transformative defensive player, and I do, and I think he has been. I don't know how you can't give the whole thing an A. So I understand that if this was not for Micah and being Myles Garrett and him are the two premier dudes, this would be a C- D offseason for Goody. But his A is so strong for so long, I have to give him an A. And I know that'll be criticized, and I'm fine with it. Getting Micah Parsons at age 25 or whatever, however old, 25, 26, whatever he is, for the next 4 years paired with Jordan Love is a coup on coup. And that's an A. So, yeah, Hobbs has not panned out. Agreed. He also didn't re-sign Jair and keep Tim around. That's an A. Getting rid of it. So that C turns into like a mid-B because you made the counter move to it. Now, the Banks move and the Elton Jenkins move, that's tugging. That almost pulled me down to an A-. Almost. But I'm staying with an A. That's my grade.
So you do well on one project, and it's such an impressive diorama of the solar system or whatever your take-home project is.
That was 85% of your grade. Yeah, you've had classes. I had a biomolecular chemistry class. It all came down to my final 25-page single-spaced typed paper. That was the grade.
Biomolecular chemistry?
Yes, and don't ask me. I don't have a ton. I'd rather talk about marbles. Yeah, we thought there was a Professor Wilde. That's a whole other story. It was 100% of your grade. That was your grade. That's what this is to me.
Yeah, I don't agree. I think it is an impressive A. I will be curious if we get to the end of Micah Parsons' contract and the Packers have not won a Super Bowl, will you change your view of that acquisition?
Yep. I will.
I look, I'm not. I know I'm the Goody hater on the panel. I think the Micah Parsons grade is a very, very, very strong A. I do think, and by the way, if they had gotten Micah Parsons during the same offseason that they added Josh Jacobs and Xavier McKinney, it would be the greatest A in American history. Like, it wouldn't be, it would be 1,000,000% A plus, 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 plus. But I'm sorry, Hobbs and Banks was playing better, it seemed, right? Brian said that to us. But now he's dealing with an issue again. Now we'll see if he's ready to go on Monday night. But I'm sorry, those have to drag them down. They just have to. So a B, I think, is still a very good grade, probably even a B plus, because of the strength of the Micah Parsons acquisition. But I can't give you an A when your two free agent pickups. I mean, you're thin at corner. You paid a guy to be the solution there that allowed you to move on from Corey Ballantyne, Robert Rochelle, and, of course, Jair Alexander. And he has not come anywhere close to expectations. And now he's, getting shut down for a couple weeks. The agent's telling everybody, that he's been playing hurt, and that's why he hasn't been playing at a high level. So I cannot in good conscience give an A, despite the reputation I have as an easy grader. But I am happy to give a B plus because that's how good the acquisition.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to fight you on that.
Of Micah Parsons.
I understand your point. I was about ready. I was trying to circulate a good analogy. If you gave him a B minus or a C plus, I was trying to come up with an analogy. I don't think it's good, but I'm going to just go with
this.
But
you're going to go with it anyway because you love analogies so much that even if it sucks, you're going to deliver it.
Yes. Okay. So this would be like you get on an airplane and you have the best pilot, and that pilot gets you from here to Stratfords of Avon. Gets you perfect. And you have a flight attendant. She only has Diet Pepsi. She doesn't have Diet Coke. Oh, well, you know what? I'm upset about that. It's
Does
not
she have
great.
Bubbler?
You got the pilot got you there beautifully, but you didn't have the right soda. That's what this is to me. That's how big of a gap Hobbsy is to Micah. That's how I look at this.
I prefer Pepsi.
As all of us do.
Pepsi Zero Sugar, great mixer on game days.
Especially with some Tito's.
I only go ginger ale on airplanes.
It settles your tummy? I don't understand. Yeah, that analogy is terrible because the alternative
it's not great, but
is having the pilot crash the plane?
No, you could have a pilot that doesn't really know what they're doing, and you end up landing you in, like, Brazil.
Stratford, Wisconsin.
Yeah, you end up with Ben Barton and the Stratford Tigers. Yeah.
Good football.
That's a good one, Jesse. It's much better.
Thank you.
Yes.
Last grade, if I may ask, because we're running out of time here. What is your overall grade for the Green Bay Packers as an entire franchise for the first half of the 2025 season?
Simple. It's a B. It's a B. They're above average. They're not star-spangled awesome. They're good. They've been better than the opponent more often than they're not. They've been flawed, but they've been able to recover, and they're taking home a grade that, I think just like a lot of us that have kids that we think should be doing A work, but if there's a tough class, a biomolecular chemistry perhaps, and you come back with a B, you say, all right, you got a B this semester. I think you can do better. I think you can get to an A, but we got to start cleaning some stuff up. You can't sit there on YouTube Shorts all night and watch all these stupid clips and play video games. And you need to focus in and dial it up a little bit more. And if you do that, all of a sudden that B becomes an A. That's how I would look at the Packers season so far.
Is B work good enough?
To make a playoff run and not win a championship, yeah.
Okay.
Not to win a championship, it's not.
Okay. Then we agree on that. Like there are some schools where B work will get you in without any trouble at all. There are other schools where those Bs just aren't good enough. You're going to get waitlisted. It would seem to me that the Packers are definitely B students. They are very much above average. I do not anticipate them being the valedictorians of the 2025 NFL season. So I am with you on the B, but I don't know. I feel like our expectations were higher than a B grade. And they've got that second semester, the post-midterms, to change the grade, but they're going to have to do it with, like, how's this for an analogy? They need glasses, and they can't see the chalkboard or the whiteboard at the front of the classroom because they don't have Tucker Kraft. He's their glasses that allows them to learn and be better students.
Not bad. Not bad.
Okay. Associated Bank is the best bank in the business. They've got the best customer service. They've got the awards to prove it, whether it's early pay, whether it's credit monitoring, whether it's fraud protection, all three of which I take advantage of. Or it's Packers checking, Brewers checking, or Badgers checking, which I don't have. I just have the Associated Bank logo on my debit card. They're the best in the business, and they've got the awards to prove it. Go to AssociatedBank.com to find out more. We've got a little event coming up soon with Associated Bank as well. We will wrap up the show.
Did you see Jesse's very fun pun there? On our little
Jesse, share it with the class.
Tucker Lenscraft, am I right?
That's good. That's good.
Warby Tucker.
Happy birthday. That's good, Jesse.
Warby Tucker's good, too.
We'll wrap things up next. It's Wilde and Tausch.
This is Wilde and Tausch, brought to you by Grassland Butter. Grassland Dairy is Wisconsin. Learn more at grasslandbutter.com.
The UW Credit Union member Mark Tauscher here. People ask me, old T, why did you join UW Credit Union? Well, is it to keep your banking local? Is it the member first service? Great perks like early payday? Absolutely. But honestly, between us, I mean, it's Bucky. I can't say no to that face. If you love Wisconsin like I do, you just can't pay with anything else. Fandom makes us do crazy things, but this just makes sense. Become a UW Credit Union member and get your Bucky card like me. Federally insured by NCUA. Terms and conditions apply.
Rah. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin present your Badger Minute. Here's Pablo Iglesias.
This Badger Minute is brought to you by Bruner Realty, providing excellent real estate and property management services in the Madison area for over 30 years. Contact our team at BrunerRealtyInc.com to get housed today. Wisconsin men's basketball tipping off the season with a Monday night win over Campbell. John Blackwell leading the way, game-high 31 points. Putting that NBA Combine experience to work. Hear more from his sit-down on the Jump Around Extra.
I'm playing against the best of the best. And you just bring that a different competitiveness. Coming here ready to compete every single day, you just bring a different aspect that you've seen that other side. You've seen where guys want to get to, where I want to get to. And you're just hungry for it, and you just want to get this team better every single day.
Get a whole house of new Pella windows for as low as $297 a month with 0% financing for up to 6 years.
Wow. Don't sit on the sidelines, folks. Visit PellaWI.com today.
Ben Brust here to tell you about Zimbrick European. They're Mercedes, Audi, Porsche, and certified pre-owned. But the best part is I've been working with them since 2018, and the evolution has been a 2-door, a 4-door, and now it's time for an SUV. My life has changed, and it's changed with Zimbrick European. Being a dad has made it really important to have the comfort and the safety that the SUV will bring me. Again, Zimbrick European off the Beltline at Rimrock Road. Of course, I found the sexiest car on the lot. Check them out.
Free Food Friday on ESPN Madison is brought to you by Vintage Brewing Company. Whether you're looking to get carry-out, delivery, or dine-in, Vintage Brewing has lots of great options on their menu. Vintage Brewing Company prides themselves on being a great place to hang out and enjoy classic Midwestern hospitality. Vintage Brewing Company has multiple award-winning beers, so be sure to try one the next time you're in. Head to VintageBrewingCompany.com to make a reservation today. That's VintageBrewingCompany.com.
Hey, it's Jim Rutledge, and if you're like me, you want to look good, feel good, and still enjoy life. That's why I go to Carbon World Health. Whether it's recovery after a long week, boosting energy, or getting your fitness dialed in, Dr. Nestor Rodriguez and his team have you covered. And now, they've got a new med spa in Sun Prairie that has everything you need to look as good as you feel. Carbon World Health isn't just a gym, it's a total wellness experience. Visit carbonworldhealth.com to learn more.
At J&K Security Solutions, protecting your home or business is more than just the priority. It's what we do. I'm President Jeffrey Beckman. Since 1987, J&K Security Solutions has been committed to providing Madison and Southern Wisconsin with dependable security solutions. Whether it's security, fire, or the latest automation solutions, go to jksecurity.com to see how J&K can help keep your home or business secure. Get protected now at jksecurity.com.
Since 1956, Holman Lindsay Paints has been making paint in Wisconsin for Wisconsin. Because of their commitment to making great paint for Wisconsinites, Holman Lindsay has grown over the years to 26 locations in this great state. Headquarters in Sun Prairie with a state-of-the-art facility, Holman Lindsay has the paint you need to make your job better. From do-it-yourself to professional, Holman Lindsay has paint for everyone. Visit one of their local locations today in Madison, Sun Prairie, Middleton, and Janesville.
We're on the Badgers.
No fan out there is excited about what Chris McIntosh said. No fan out there is excited about Luke Fickell.
Because we're on Wisconsin sports.
No fan out there is buying into this program.
This is 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
So I don't know. I watched a lot of Law and Order. I don't know necessarily the rules of, where you read your Miranda rights, etc. But you confessed to something that I'm pretty sure is a major violation of ESPN Wisconsin Contest.com.
You don't understand. Sometimes I can't tell if you were being serious or if you're being naive. I sent that text. Obviously, I copied it from someone that texted me and sent it to you guys to kind of reiterate the point on this bigger number to call. You really think I sat here and called in a number I don't even know to win an Iron Jock lightweight hoodie that I have already?
Okay, so
Come on, B.
We should have the Badgers radio analyst on this week. Talk about the big game on Saturday.
So I clarified behind the scenes. Tausch sends us
I thought you were joking.
I thought you were testing your theory because you're an instigator.
I'm not Woody Woodpecker, bro. My old neighbor, Devin, who is an awesome to great fan of the show, really from the jump. And I don't know if he streams it where he shouldn't be when he's working. He's a big dog. I'm not going to say where he works, but he's a big dog. And he texted me after we put caller 65 out, and read the text that I copied and sent you, and you can see if people that are listening think this is something I would
caller 61. Higher numbers give people that are streaming the show a chance to win with the delay. That strikes me as the kind of statement.
That's something I would write myself.
Yes,
really?
That it's a good
Jesse,
idea. We should do. You were the one who asked for 65.
I think it's a great idea.
I was about to agree with you that I think we should do higher numbers, and I thought it was a good idea by you.
You thought that I typed this out, said, Jason and Jesse, I was caller 61. Oh, no, higher numbers give people that are streaming the show. You thought I did that.
There is punctuation, which maybe should have tipped me off.
I don't do punctuation. Yes.
If I may,
Jesse?
as the legal expert on the panel who did serve on a jury this year, I would say that when examining this particular evidence, it would appear that the tone that the text was copied and sent in was not the same tone that Tausch typically sends his text in, because we very clearly understood the point of what the text was that he sent to us. Going against usually, there's no room for interpretation there. Therefore, in the court of discernible evidence, I would say this appeared to not be Tausch. Jason should have known that.
This did reaffirm, and thank you, Devin, for being awesome.
Yeah,
and being
we should do higher number callers.
Also, I disagree
higher
with that.
numbers needs to be in play because as we've built our digital streaming and all this
digital empire,
we want to be very open and give everybody an opportunity. So, Devin, you've just made Jesse's life a little more difficult. And for that, I think we can all say thank you for your service.
Except me.
What a great place to end today's show. Thank you for your text that you copied and pasted and plagiarized.
I can't believe you legit thought I did that. That is so absurd.
I thought you were justifying your caller 65, and I thought, and quite frankly,
when do I feel like I have to justify that to you? Well, come on.
Because
now.
I think it's a good idea. We should do it moving forward. We have to go. As much as I'd love to stay and listen to this ridiculousness, the show's over. Go home. Thanks for coming along for the ride with us. Have a great day. Take care. Be good.
Go boo in a bar.
Miss any of today's episode of Wilde and Tausch? Presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin? Commercial-free full show podcast.